Hello everybody, it's your wonderful wind Maid, your cruise ship servant, Chartreuse Proxy, ever and always at your service now. It is a Thursday night in Good City, one that hasn't been it for a while now. It is, of course, Ein and I chilling together. If you'd like to do the ever so humble introduction of yourself.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's Ein Falseblood here, GaleForce's very own mercenary of death and bearer of the 13th Tarot. Talk is cheap and my services aren't, so put your money where your mouth is, and maybe we can talk business.
Trying to decide if it's better for you, like if you have my stream pulled up at all or not, if you should be on the left or right of me with the pit sword, but I think I might just keep you right next to me, honestly.
Yeah.
I just want to take in the entirety of my pit sword and my hard work that I did for that. Oh! Hi, Pyro. Of course, it's been a little bit again since we've gotten to talk to each other, but I hope you're doing well. But yeah, this has been a 2-week break since we last got to do, since we last got to do Valhalla. Mostly because, we had a week off from, I think, sickness, and then we had the once-a-month drinking night. What's up?
Technically another week off to sickness, too.
Technically, too, but you weren't feeling that worse for wear last week. But it was the cruise ship mandated holiday monthly drinking night. So there's all that. I'm actually out of drink. Actually, I only got like one thing of like twisted tea or like whatever I had last time. I can't even remember, but I only have one can of it left. So next month, I'll be asking for your recommendations then on what I should be getting.
Yeah, hope you're doing all right, Pyro, aside from the weather that's down there.
I was about to say, the biggest thing I will want to preface between all of this, though, is that I'm so grateful to be able to get to stream, considering how I only got the tail end of this last hurricane. There's been so much bad weather in the area that I can't remember the names of them, honestly. But I was only on the tail end of the first hurricane, and then there's a second one, which I'm going to be, I wouldn't say tail end, I'm going to be in like the last of the last fourth of it this time around, and it's still not the best. But I have friends like Kaito, for instance, who are definitely dealing with it a lot worse than we are. So, prayers to him, very much so, when it comes to, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, just whatever we can do. Yeah, next month, Pyro, whenever it comes to, if possible. Yeah,
so
we haven't been here for a little bit, so let's do this.
How long has it been? Okay.
We just said 2 weeks, Ein. Are you that old that you're already going senile, old man?
Shut. Okay, so we still need to make $1,400 in order to avoid getting evicted.
So keep bulking up those drinks and don't get anything wrong. What if Virgilio comes back and is like, actually, screw you, take this, I'd like perfection, now go.
And do we have like 2 days or is it 1 day? Because this is...
you want to reload your save and probably see that? When did it say that we were, and that you had to have money?
I want to say it was by the 30th.
Well, best of luck to you then, Chief. We shall see.
Okay. Alright, well, let's just read the news articles. Let's see.
Oh my goodness.
Just reading the youth prefers Little Company. Smithy. At the beginning of the century, the idea that people would rather be with robots instead of other humans was treated as a joke. But the reality is that the convenience of these kinds of relationships have become immensely popular among Glitch City's youth, to the point where birth rates are beginning to decrease at an alarming rate. Anime, a 17-year-old student, agrees with the general sentiment. It's just so much better than dealing with other people, you know? You can just make your own perfect partner. Oh, and sex is amazing. Don't even get me started. It's expected that new regulations will soon to be announced to address the situation.
Just anime and just straight up, oh yeah.
Oh wait!
It's great.
I hate this.
A little bit of Dorothy in my life. A little bit. I can't sing anymore. Just past 5 seconds and Twitch will demonetize you.
Alright, you got this one now.
Wearing socks or sandals in public is now a crime, by Lana Smithy. I like to say we have the freedom to wear whatever we like in the streets of Glitch City, so long as we adhere to decency rules. However, that's about to change. Dwight City's Department of Public Decency has declared that wearing socks and sandals together is a punishable crime. If convicted, the guilty face 3 days in jail as punishment for using that abominable combo. But what do you think? Should we wear whatever we want, or should the fashion police of high society decide for you? Whatever the case, I think I'll simply stick to the right side of the battle. Goodbye, socks and sandals. Fire says, as a Floridian, it's always been a crime. I am nowhere near the border states at all, but I agree. Socks and sandals suck. Like,
Jill's even with it. God be praised. First silly law I'm all in for.
Why would you wear socks or sandals? You're not getting, like, you wear sandals for the open-toedness, or, like, you know, to air your feet out or so, or, you know, if you're going out for just like a walk or so. Wearing socks to supplement if you're wearing shoes or anything like that or so. There's no reason to mix. You're getting no positives and just all negatives.
One word. Tourists.
What, like, people who've never been to America? Alright.
No. People from up north.
We have, like, one friend that's up north. And even then, it's Annie, who's in top left north. So, she doesn't count.
Yeah.
Kaylee too, actually, but Kaylee also doesn't count.
Okay. BTC closing 40% of its bars in Glitch City. The British Trademark Council is facing some economic troubles in Glitch City, and it looks like they're on their way out. Blaming rising inflation rates and a weak currency, the BTC has given the order to disband almost half of its recreational businesses in the city. We can't keep doing businesses like this. Glitch City has a negative impact in our earnings, and we can't continue in the red, a PR representative told the Augmented Eye. Prime Minister Quincy, on the other hand, thinks the BTC is just too greedy. They make a lot of money already now, and they're crying because they can't have more. Give me a break.
I should say I'm eating a snow cone that I made myself, so if I'm chewing on anything, you better tell me. Or if you hear me.
You're good, you're good.
Hello, D3,
right.
what you doing good?
Again.
Alright. Been a while since we got to just hang out, Ein.
It's been a minute. Good evening. Hey.
Okay, so we've got almost everything, but we're still missing a couple of things for Saturday. And so, I designate you, Gillian Applegate, as official guy who goes to buy the rest of the stuff.
Applegate? I have no idea who that is. Why me?
Real quick, what's your stream quality at? Because just about to say, it is, like, a 1 second delay between the noises and what I'm actually seeing.
Stream quality is good for me, I think. It should be. I can check.
Just I'm seeing everything move on stream, but it is like a second delayed on the audio from my side at least.
I mean, I can turn it down to 720 and see if that works anything.
Potentially. I could send Jill, but I wouldn't dare send a lady by herself. And hi, Kaito. We were just talking about you. Hope you're staying safe.
Hello, Kaito.
And I could go with her, but I believe the bar should have at least 2 people in the vicinity at all times.
You're not gonna say anything, Jill?
It's still slightly delayed.
If it means not being delivery girl, I'm happy to fake helplessness.
Try killing the stream and restarting it real quick, because it still is a second delayed.
Okay. Killing stream.
Yep.
Okay, there we go.
Right, let's try this. You're one.
Fine. Give me that list. I'll be back sometime. Something tells me you're planning something, boss.
It's a little bit better, but it's now only like a half second, so it's livable. What gives you that impression?
Call it a gut feeling.
Did you know Gil has a crush? A client of his. A girl that owns a bazaar. She's been coming on to him for ages, and he's only just started opening up. Good to hear, Kaito, by the way. But he's taking steps backward, and I'm not gonna let him. He's opening up, for fuck's sake. Thank you, Dana, for demonetizing this video.
And so the errands will take him to the bazaar, I take it.
That's right!
Huh.
Okay, like, no, it's just the stream side. I don't know if it's my internet, because it's also stuttering now, too.
It might be... It's probably my end, because I have been having some internet issues today.
Okay, well, I am looking at it now. It does say, the stream you're viewing currently has reduced video auto quality. This may be due to network issues. Well, we'll work through it. At least it's a visual novel. It's not like we're watching, like, Valorant or League being played or whatever now. Alright then.
Or Monster Hunter Wild.
To the office I go. I love seeing anytime there's like recommended PC specs for any game, because then I'm just like, wow, I'm never meeting any of this stuff. Time to run everything on low and bit compressed everything.
I can probably run... I actually, no, I can't. I can run Wilds on, like, medium settings, because I checked through all the specs and all that stuff with my computer and graphics cards.
I will say, too,
as for me,
it is your internet bits, because, like, you are also cutting a little bit every now and then, too.
Amazing!
Because, like, I heard I can run wild on about medium, and it's just about, like, that's how much, like, you are stuttering a little bit, too.
I can run wilds in a fight.
I can run wilds. Cyberpunk music plays. But your PC's actually pretty solid. You spend 13K. You just need to worry about the internet. My internet is my biggest pain point too, considering there's no Ethernet upstairs. So I never had a chance to be wired at all. I'm just at the mercy of Comcast internet. It's not garage Wi-Fi anymore, but it still is that. And my PC's, I think, like 1700. Like, it was something I pre-bought back in high school. So, besides a few parts that I've had Soul help me change out, like an extra terabyte or better processor or two that we've gotten installed or so, I'm not the most up-to-date. I'm kind of actually like more like middle of the line. Gonna be outdated and like, you know, next gen enough. No, I said 1700, 1700 just about. It was like, you wanna hear a funny story about the sign? My credit line, back when I first got my credit card, I think was $1,250. I remember, like, I've always paid things on time or so, but I never really bought much. So whenever I buy something, I immediately just, you know, pay it off and immediately never missed a payment, have a great credit score. But I remember high school me as a gift to myself for... this was like senior year high school, as like a graduation gift to myself. I decided to buy a pre-bought PC that I'd researched into, like good stuff and everything. And you wanna know how much it came to with tats?
Yeah.
Guess.
Remember,
my limit is 1,250 at the time. That was my first limit.
I'm gonna say 1,200.
$1,249. Woo! I didn't max it out. I was $1 off. Paid it all off successfully. We are fine, baby girl. That's like the biggest purchase I've ever made.
Get with a crush. Huh.
This place.
Who the
great.
Oh, if it isn't...
Hey, Jill. Sorry, but is there anywhere I can hide? There's an unpleasant guy on my trail.
Boss! Stalked woman incoming!
The door is open!
Go ahead. The door to the left.
Thanks. It's been, what? Kiramiki came in, what, day 2? Day 3 with us?
Wait a minute. Hold on.
That's your line.
Oh, wait, is it? Oh, fuck, it is. Hello there!
Oh, hi there!
The other one, that's the bathroom. Wait, what's the dog doing in the bathroom? Yeah, where did she... Oh, the hell-ho. Perfect.
We're getting all our first guests now, aren't we?
Actually, though. Hey, kid. I'll have the usual. Right. Huh. He remembered me after 2 weeks.
Okay, that's way too close to home. After we just said we haven't had a Valhalla stream in 2 weeks.
Wait. Okay, that's nuts.
I didn't plan the sign, I swear. I planned your birthday, but I didn't plan that.
Here. This seems right. The paper's been a mess lately. You'd think with all that's happening, they'd stay and do more reports. But they're all asking for vacations, and I can't afford to be understaffed. So I had to come up with some sort of reward for whoever produces the most reports. I see no difference in my feed, though. Mr. Donovan, I don't mean to sound rude, but you do know the infamy of the augmented eye with the general public, right? A shitty page that will over-sensationalize anything and report useless things. Of course I know. Then why not try to rectify that image? To put it simply, I'm clutched by the balls, in the non-pleasant way. Zybot's Corp and the company have an eye on every publication they haven't bought yet. Report on them once and they'll find something to find you with. Twice and you'll find your resources severely cut. Anything beyond that, the best case scenario is that they'll buy that damn operation and keep it quiet. I know there are more newsworthy things than whatever it is the lackeys picked out that week. But if I overstep, my ass is on the line. Huh. Glad to see this hellhole is still in one piece.
The One Piece? Sorry.
You made me break character, goddamn you, Cruz!
I'm sorry.
What?
Can we get much higher? So high. Alright. You can proceed whenever you want. I'm sorry.
Namaste. The BTC has been going apeshit closing bars lately. Oh, yeah, that. Yesterday they closed one that served as a key part of a drug trafficking ring. And last week they closed 3 small bars that served as illegal chicken restaurants. Huh. Not to mention there are like 100 people who have BTC certificates but never use them. Instead, they keep those credentials around to stop police from raiding their homes or warehouses. I don't know about you, but it's obvious to me that some restructuring will begin at the BTC after this whole thing. Man, shit ran deeper than I thought. And no news outlet talks about that. Alright, kid. Let's try a Moonblast now. Come again? Hey, even I have to break the routine from time to time. Moonblast? That's a new one for him. Hold on a second.
Even Ein has to break character from time to time.
Wasn't that the last drink that I served?
What do you mean?
Wasn't that the last drink I served for my special day?
For your day?
Yes.
Your birthday novel.
Yes.
No, you guys got a Piano Woman and Piano Man last, as per Lily's request.
Damn it.
It was, when Lily came in around, she asked for something sweet, she got a Sparkle Star. Then she asked something the two of you should share, you blushed, and you said 2 Moonblasts, because it could be named after her. And then afterwards she asked if there's any pair of drinks, and then that was Piano Man, Piano Woman. I remember my stuff. AI, you can count, right?
No,
so,
I can't apparently.
Where did you go wrong, Chief?
I didn't add 2 more Adelheid.
There you go. There you go.
Okay, I got it this time.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Here. Let's see what the ruckus is about. So... What brought you here? Oh, right. Didn't you see a Lulum coming in here? Blue hair, big tits. She's the one from the Encore concert coming up.
Not really.
She jumped to the roof then?
Why were you looking for her? Did you want an interview?
Not really. Just hitting on her. Hey, I said hitting on her, not hitting her. Stop glaring.
Why, though? Are you that bored? Don't you, like, have a family or something?
Have you seen that girl? Hot as tits. Also, hot ass and tits.
Pyro Real Quick also says, at least he's honest. Oh, this is the J. Jonah Jameson of the world. If he was not honest, then that says something more. This is something about the augmented eye in society, doesn't it?
I'm suffering the weirdest combo being hard as fucking curious as shit right now. That is a quote and a half.
I mean, after the article of people preferring Lulum as partners, I think he, like, and considering how it was from the augmented eye, do you think he maybe ghost wrote that and was like, damn, I need to get myself some of this?
Yeah, I can see it.
I want to know just how detailed those King-class Chia models are, personally.
And so you followed her.
I've yet to meet a woman that can resist the charms of Jonathan D. Dawson.
Oh, I don't think so, Chief.
You're in front of one. I'm guessing you have quite the selective memory. Like I said, don't you have a family or something?
A wife, but that woman cheats on me as much as I cheat on her. In fact, I'm pretty convinced she gets off on the thought of me cheating on her. So that Lulum isn't here, huh? I'll have to find a busty enough replacement tonight or I'll explode.
Yeah. This dude is a piece of work.
I mean...
Hey, after you're done glaring, please serve me a pile driver.
Right. Let me just give him a pile driver.
To catch you up on chat as well, that is a quote for all time. This man is, I don't think he ever had a filter. Excuse me, a piece of work is putting it lightly. This game, I have no words. And then followed by Kaito saying, Ein, I have a job for you. This man's just a scumbag now. But once again, at least he's honest about it. Or you just gonna load him up? I mean, it is big anyway. He kinda got to.
I have to make the drinks big, otherwise I'm not gonna make it big.
You're gonna get evicted with your $10,000 rent.
Here.
Alright. Well, seeing as she's not here, I have no reason to stay. Maybe I'll find someone that looks a bit like her.
Jackass.
The guy left!
Oh! Alright. Thanks for sheltering me, Dana. Hope your sister likes the video. No, thank you.
Seems you had a hearty talk.
Your boss is such a fun person. Her sister is a fan of mine, so I recorded a small video for her and took a couple of photos.
How nice of you.
It's nothing, really. And she did hide me, so it's the least I could do. Kaito also says, your target is a donathon. Reward, whatever your tab is left for Cruzy. I don't know what you're getting yourself into, Kaito. This is not it, Chief. You do not need to sit this upon either of us. But, well, we're here already. Mind giving me something sweet?
Sure. Miss Idol wants something sweet. Flavor. That's what I was looking for. It's been a while since I've actually served Kitamiki, so...
I mean, once again, we haven't seen both of them since, like, week 1. Donovan and
Yeah.
Kitamiki.
And he was here for a total of, like, maybe 5 minutes.
I mean, to be fair, he was trying to hit on a Lilum, and are you a Lilum, Joe Stingray? No.
I would certainly hope not. Yeah. Here.
Thanks.
So, do you know why Donovan was following you?
I don't, but I wasn't in the mood to deal with him. His questions were a bit over the line last time, too. Not the worst I've dealt with, but I just didn't want to humor him.
I see. It seems like he was just trying to come on to you.
You don't say. Well, not like you'd have a chance anyways. I'm not into older guys, and I'm already committed to a relationship. Have a good night, Pyro, by the way.
Figure... Wait, you are?
It's not common knowledge, and the ones that hear try to dismiss it as rumors, but... I've been in a relationship with my producer for a while now.
Really?
We were both single, and that kind of stuff is bound to happen when you spend so much time together. But it all started when he read an entry I made in my blog about wanting to experience love and the like. He offered to help with that after he read it, and I thought, sure, why not? I already knew him well enough, it wouldn't hurt to try.
How nice.
He's a stick in the mud where planning's due, but he's a sweetheart otherwise.
I see. You know, I've met 2 fans of yours lately.
Really?
Both of them seemed so excited when they were talking about you. It was amazing.
Also tried to...
Also kind of says,
Yeah,
I wrote
I
Donathon instead of Donovan.
Honestly, I thought you were just trying to get Ein to shoulder his tab bill one way or another, and it's like, that'll come around soon enough.
I mean, anything to, you know, get off of having to pay the tab.
Ein.
We'll
Come back to this soon enough. I don't like the
Okay.
term fan too much. It strikes me as a bit pretentious, in my opinion. I have many fans. It doesn't sit so well. I like many people who like my music better. Fan evokes an uglier and more pretentious image for me. Do you like what I do, Joe? Do you like my music?
To be honest, I haven't had that much exposure to your work, but the few things I've heard are really good. And not gonna lie, having talked to you, I feel like I would support you even if I didn't like it.
So nice to hear. Hey, this will sound familiar, but do you have anything like tea?
Let me see. Something tea-like. If I remember correctly, something bitter but girly is fine too.
Oh, we got tea this time around.
Here.
Ah, perfect.
Hey, you're a King Class Chio, right?
That I am.
May I ask you something about your model?
Sure.
Are there any differences between you and a DFC-72?
We both serve the same purpose, but DFC-72s have the port on their heads, which makes them more versatile. My line lacks that or the resilience of the DT-01Ds, but we're a tad more polished elsewhere. More specifically, our voice emulators are more advanced and our movements are smoother. A trade-off of functionality and power for appearance, you could say.
Ah, I see. So, anything new for this concert?
Well, it is an encore, so we're trying to make it the same for those that couldn't go to the first one. But we always try to spice it up, like maybe with a surprise song or something. There was this one time I sang a cover of a song by B-Link. Of course, in return, they sang your love is a drug. And for our reference too, that was at the end of your birthday night, if you remember that too.
I do.
It's such a lovely live rendition, don't you think?
It is. So, you know the B-Link girls?
Really nice kids. You'd be surprised how different from their onstage personas they are.
Really?
Suzu, for example, can be really childish at times. She also laughs a lot, and loudly at that. Meanwhile, Aina is a party girl through and through. If they're not on tour, she spends her time partying like crazy.
Huh. Hard to believe. I mean, their image is that of stoic girls with little expression. Almost like living Victorian dolls or something.
Well, they wanted to pop out in the public. They once told me, if we want people to notice us, we have to break the cutesy idol concept.
And so they took the opposite route by becoming cool beauties with melancholic songs?
I wouldn't say they went the opposite way. The opposite of cutesy idols would be unkempt, tone-deaf girls spewing vitriol and hate. Ah, so punk.
True, I guess.
That's not a jab at any music, I was just going from the opposite spectrum. Well, I've gotta go, but let's have a sparkle star first.
Alright. I already gave her that one, but sure.
Well, I mean, you remember when Dorothy was throwing down and said, let's get her something sweet, and then she immediately goes, can I have something sweet? Let's do the same thing.
True. A little bit more pumped up on the karma train, but here.
Sparkling. Well, it's always a pleasure, Jill.
Please, come again.
Will do. Oh, the handsome bartender. Nice to see you.
Boss, skills back. I'll take my break.
All right. Wow, that wasn't such a short first half.
That was a very short first half, honestly.
Technically, it's usually like 1 to 2 customers for halves, so we did have both Donovan and Kira.
It was just kind of brief conversations.
No boy, that does not bode well for your finances, then, does it?
Note to self: buy oil for that door. I hate what my mind went to.
Fine.
1,000 bottles of oil for the door.
Oh my god, Ein. You wanna know the funniest and saddest thing that I find? 500 cigarettes just died down in like the internet's meme lexicon, and now I think welcome back 500 cigarettes. Now we have 1,000 bottles of oil. It just disappeared, and it came back and doubled in size and magnitude. Like,
oh, that's crazy.
It's so funny, and also like, brother, oh jeez. I'm gonna take this time to keep chipping away at this silicone. It's supposed to be a mango slushy that I'd frozen, but I forgot to that I'd made earlier, and I froze it to have later. But then I forgot to thaw it out enough, so it's too icy. So I'm just, instead of a straw, I have a spoon, and I'm just kind of digging into it.
I mean, for me, actually, I just like a while back ago, I had they have like sour warheads icicle pops. And those are interesting, honestly.
I didn't have warheads too much back then, but that's because I like sweet. Sour is fine, but like, it's too much for me.
Yeah. Alright then. Gil, you're in my spot. Please. Oh, sorry. Also, you're cleaning one of Boss's chicken buckets. Did Boss ask you to do that? If I told you she did, would you believe me? Without a doubt. Let's go with that then. Right.
Greetings.
Ah, Stella. What can I get you?
I'll go with a Bleeding Jane today.
Bleeding Jane for Stella.
Reminds me too, this is miscellaneous, but if you were keeping up, the VR Chat Friends group was planning something for 3 days from now, this Sunday, if you were interested perhaps, to hang out.
I saw, yeah.
Would you be?
Sure?
That would be probably
Wouldn't be able
later
to-
at night again, so we'll just
Yeah.
figure things out. But I'm asking because, you know, you didn't make the last one, but you were also kind of sick, so... just keep an
Yeah,
eye
I
out for
wouldn't-
you two.
I wouldn't be able to hop on until after 10, but
Once
if
again,
y'all are
we'll
still
see.
going, then I would definitely be down.
Yep, we'll see once again.
Yeah. Here you go.
Thank you.
What brought you here today? Waiting for say?
I came by myself, actually. I was in the area and stopped to say hi.
Ah. It's pretty interesting, though. When I first saw you, I doubted you ever come here again.
Well, this place is comfortable, I must admit. So quiet and secluded. It's also clean. Really clean. Sunday, a few of my friends, this is off stream, Kaito, but a few of my friends that have like VR or just, you know, that have desktop just want to hang out, so we're just planning that. It's just a casual thing.
Gil's the one you can know that to. The guy takes pride in how clean he keeps things around here. If you ever need cleaning staff, he's a nice pick.
Really?
He's a bit out of it today, though.
I see. Hey, Jill, have you ever heard of the new gold rush in the city? Oh, I kind of clicked on the thing as I was adjusting my browser.
Gold Rush?
Everyone is paying small fortunes to get their hands on pieces of white knight suits.
I think I heard or read something about that, but I'm having doubts, so probably not. In any case, how is it a gold rush?
That was
Shut-
a stutter and a half, dude. Well, the tech behind the suits was always safely guarded, but after the events at the bank... Sorry. After the events at the bank, the suits were remotely shut down, bricking many of them in the process. Many units dropped their armor right there and fled when the lynchings went on. Any white knights still stuck in their suit had to take the armor off manually to run away. It all happened in the middle of the lynchings, so they'd be sitting ducks if they didn't. Some weren't that lucky. They got beaten up while they weren't able to move. So, between the suits becoming glorified paperweights, and many white knights being on the run, there ended up being a lot of junk lying around. Also, Kaito says, Producer-san, Ein is flopping lines again. Oh, Ein!
No, you're
Add that to the flop counter!
Kaito!
But the whole scientific community is rejoicing. They're on a race to reverse engineer the suits and take as much technology as possible from them. And of course, every single piece of the armor fetches a high price these days.
Could anyone see any profit from that research to justify those expenses?
It's new tech, a whole new field ripe with patents just opened for money, so I'd say yes.
Huh. I mean, the BTC is literally a conglomerate built upon patents and trademarks. I can see how.
There is one weird case, though.
Hmm?
There's this guy named Jacques. He's the captain of a very unique Blitzkrieg Corps unit.
Unique?
The guy had a really small unit, 5 people, including himself. The aesthetics of his unit's armor were heavily modded to the point that they looked like the squad of Henshin heroes.
And what?
They looked really gaudy. Right, this says Henshin. Yep, there you go, you Kamen Rider fans in chat. But it turned out that the guy actually broke through the software and disabled the remote switch. He has one of the few, if not only, suits of armor with the OS intact. To say they're among the most wanted people would be an understatement.
You know a lot about this.
It's interesting, the amount of things you hear while dealing with drunk people in all kinds of the same place. It also helps to put on the front that makes people order their guard. That should sound familiar to you.
True. Wait.
Here's a freebie, a fun fact. The failsafe was originally going to involve the armor blowing up and leaving no traces. But regulations and laws didn't allow that kind of technology near civilians.
I guess even Zaibatsu Corp has its limits, huh?
That reminds me of a meme that I should share later. I saw it on Twitter, but it was literally just like a picture of like a Ring doorbell camera of like a porch. It was just 2 shoes and like evaporated ash right in front of it. And the caption was just, "Ah, man, I forgot to tell my DoorDash driver about the front door traps again."
Yeah.
People have to demonize Zaibatsu Corp because, let's face it, they're far from innocent. Add that to my flub counter. Demonetize, demonize. 9?
Yeah, give me a second.
Yep, no, all good. I guess I'll just take a chunk of my snow cone then.
Okay, I'm back.
We're good. Roommate?
Yeah.
But they're not evil overlords. They're just greedy. They're just a big corporation. They just so happen to have control over what tantamounts to a city-state. But corporations would naturally resort to draconian methods. I've heard horrific stories from people outside the city about trying to use product placement. If you so as much hold a bottle the runway or get in the way of a logo, you'd be in for lots of trouble. And let's not start with theme parks or the like. Those are dystopias of their own.
And then again, most of the demonization is due to Quincy being such a clown.
He has no power anyways. He's just the front that whatever council behind Zaibatsu Corp chose. He makes a fool of himself, and the attention is taken away from whatever it is that Zaibatsu Corp is actually doing.
Yeah. So what were you saying is that Glitch City is basically a huge theme park?
I've called it the White Knight's glorified mall code. I can't speak. Glorified mall security in the past. So yeah.
Nice flub.
Hey, that's number 2 for me. I'm on a roll.
Huh. No, seriously. And what?
Can I get a Brantini here, please?
Sure. Let's give her a Brantini.
Kaito once again says Henshin. Stella, when she's embarrassed or she shows her nerd side, she's so cute. Nice job, Ein. That's your second drink club.
Cut.
I looked down to get a bite of my snow coat. I looked up and you're about to put Bronson in strat for no reason.
Shut.
That'll be number 3 for you, Chief.
Here.
Hold on, I still got snow cone in my mouth. Thanks.
So I take it you're in a good mood today?
Does it show?
A bit.
Yeah, well... I've managed to nab a couple of tickets for the Kiramiki Encore concert.
Nice. Oh, right. As it turns out, she was just here.
Again? Sorry. Again? Can't believe I just missed her.
I was surprised too. I was more surprised she remembered my name, though. And, like last time, she was quite the graceful client.
Man, so those rumors about her being really nice in person were actually true. Amazing. I mean, you always want the famous people to be nice in real life. But having such backing to that claim, to hear that she's so nice to everyone. It's nice to hear, you know? In fact, many think that's what made her famous so quickly. How's she down to earth and totally accessible, making her someone everyone wants to root for?
Ah, I see. Yeah, I mean, I guess you don't want to feel like you're supporting crappy people. Although, to be honest, I've never put much thought into that one. Hell, half the time I have no idea who made what I use, nor do I care much.
Beating a nice person will take you far, though. My daddy always insisted that being ruthless in the boardroom doesn't mean being an ass. And he has actually managed to get certain contracts over other more powerful people. All thanks to being a nice guy overall.
Sounds like good advice. But more importantly, Daddy? Do you really believe me saying she was just here that easily?
Actually, I just also realized I could get you saying daddy along with good boy and put those together.
No.
Yes! That was the most heartfelt daddy too! Oh, you are so getting clipped and exposed! Oh, I'm gonna put this on a soundboard. You're not that kind to lie about stuff like that, so sure.
Thanks, I guess. That said, can you go to the concert so easily? What about security and the like?
My dad always had a unit keeping an eye on me from a distance. And you'd be surprised at how easily I can disguise myself with just a different hairdo and a cap.
I see.
I'd wonder if I could get in the disabled line with Saiyan who wounds. Although she'd probably nag me about how she doesn't need it and we shouldn't abuse that. Hey, can you get me a classic drink?
Sure.
Kaito says yes in response to the daddy stuff. Oh, don't worry. This is on a VOD and I already have it on Shadowplay, Chiefs. Just you pausing tells me all I need to know, Ein.
What?
Love you.
No.
I love you.
No.
I love you.
She's already had a bleeding Jane, but I figured, why not just...
After we talked about serving people the same drinks.
I mean, she wanted something classy, not classic.
Get your... Oh, I'm pretty sure she said classic. I mean...
She wants something classic now. Okay, so it's gotta be a bleeding Jane.
She already had one. You just give her a beer. Or a frothy water.
Nah, we'll give the cat girl beer.
Should we give the cat girl alcohol? Yeah, honestly, Kaito, with how much Ein noises I've made, I could honestly do a soundboard Ein. I could make that a whole stream. Just have your Fuji on your Fitzo thing. I'll just play soundboards for the entire stream.
Why?
It'll be a collab stream even when you're not there. Oh, ideas.
Sure.
Thank you.
think you should know about this.
About what?
Say, told me about your eye.
That? Oh, yeah, I knew.
You did?
Say told me. I'm alright, don't worry.
Still, that was quite the, I mean, damn.
We all have our own share of painful stories. I might be just as shocked hearing something from you. This is coming from me to where I just had my upper lip cheek slashed in a workplace accident, so there you go. I've gotten over it, but every time someone brings attention to my eye, it starts hurting. The tech generator replacement is good enough, but remembering it hurts a bit.
Oh.
Still, she also told you about that Vtuber guy, didn't she?
You know him?
Vtuber Armando didn't net any results, but after digging deeper, we found another name. Timothy Mercury, branded traitor after killing a fellow white knight, declared MIA. Seems like the guy knew how to hide himself.
What are you gonna do?
At the very least, seek him to thank him. It's the least I could do.
Oh. Wait.
Hmm?
I just realized something's off with the whole tech gold rush story.
What would it be?
Wouldn't all that tech be patented anyways? I get trying to crack it in the first place, but...
That would be true if the tech was patented in the first place.
It isn't?
Zaibatsu had been so paranoid about making the White Knights untouchable that they never patented anything. A patent would be in a database that someone could hack and retrieve valuable info from. Not to mention they've been using tech from other companies without any authorization. And no patent registry in their right mind would approve of that global shutdown signal. Let alone how it immobilized everyone still standing in one of those suits. Yeah, it's literally just Star Wars shut down the droid army right then and there. Imagine how screwed that would be if you just see like all the police just legitimately just shut down before your eyes.
Yep, just destroy the Trade Federation communications shuttle.
Goodness gracious.
So the ones that were upholding the law did so using suits that are by all means illegal.
The irony runs deep, wouldn't you say?
Why do it though?
When you have so much money, you start thinking you could scoot around with the rules. Thank you, Ellen. All that power makes you think you're above every law there is. Thank you, US government.
And this city is what happens when those with money start making the rules. I'm curious though, have you ever covered any fuck-ups by using money?
I think we'd all done past things we're not too proud of at some point in our lives. Well, Jiro, I've got to go. Always a pleasure.
Please come again. Ah, Alma.
No, hello?
You're pretty insistent on that one, aren't you?
It's basic courtesy. Something I will fight to uphold. First the greeting stop, then saying please and thanks stops, and before you know it, boom, total anarchy.
You're exaggerating.
Am not. In fact, I'll go through that door again, and I expect you to properly greet me this time.
Fine.
Hello, Jill.
Once upon a midnight jury, while I pondered weak and weary.
Uh-huh.
Over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore. While I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping. As if some gently rapping at my chamber door. 'Tis some visitor, I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. Only this and nothing more.
You overdid it. You totally overdid it.
What the bartender? I did not.
So, you like poetry?
I had a phase. Can I get you something?
Let's start with a big cobalt velvet.
Oh, good news for you, because that's what I've been serving all day.
Hey, girl, I've served 3 Bleeding Janes already. You want another?
Girls gotta make that hustle somehow.
Goodness gracious. Remind me that if I ever get to go out with you for, like, a food date or forget to meet at a convention, not to take you to a bar. We're just gonna run up a tab so badly.
Here.
Thanks. Oh yeah, there's something I've been wondering about for a while.
Hmm?
Does the name Shadowmaster 69's Chronicles ring any bells? Wow, you went pale.
No, the name doesn't ring any bells.
May 22nd. Today, my daily card readings told me I'd meet great change thanks to an old man. My biology teacher told me I'd been picked for an inter-school contest with my latest essay. I just knew a scientific theory on the idea of auras was as revolutionary as I thought. Soon, I'll bring the whole world into the occult science singularity. Later entries don't seem to have gone that well, though. Mentions of being laughed at, being lectured on why the essay was wrong. Jill?
I made sure to delete that blog! No evidence should be left!
I can think of at least 6 different sources off the top of my head that had all of that stuff archived.
Why? Why?
Sheesh, relax, it's not that bad.
What do you mean it's not that bad? Don't you realize how embarrassing it all is?
We've all been young, Jill. Relax. It's not like you're still like that nowadays. That would have been more embarrassing. You're not still like that, right?
Let's no. I gave up on the whole occult stuff. It's just that remembering all that stuff is...
I don't know. I like the way you looked. All dressed in black, with the rare accessory popping out thanks to the colors. I mean, at least you had the decency to use makeup and take care of yourself.
So you have a pick. Oh god, you have a fucking pick. Why do you do this to me? Why do you dig out the sins of my past?
I was bored. Last Friday, I had to take my mind off the whole Diana thing, so I ran a small background check on you. Simple stuff, just checking past internet activity.
Please don't run background checks like that.
I just used a search engine, you know? I didn't request documents or anything.
What led you to the page?
You do realize your main mail account everywhere is still the one you used back then, right? Like I said, relax. You were obsessed with occultism. I wanted to kiss all the boys. And I kinda almost accomplished that in middle school, which still sort of haunts me today.
They're running ads right now, so I'm gonna pause right here.
Nope. Okay.
Yep.
Well, I was going. Oh, well, as this goes on, I was going to say one aside, like, going back to like if we ever got to hang out or so, like, I know we have our drinking nights out otherwise, Ein, but have you really gotten like drinking out in public much at all, or with any other group of friends, or not really? Is it just kind of like, just out like our like online aside kind of thing?
I went out drinking with friends once in public, and that was after after all of us had lost our jobs at Lucky's Market.
Ooh. I mean, there's nothing better than that. I remember when my previous place closed down, my previous job closed down. We went out for a few things. Bowling, golfing, and a few other small activities. Kind of like casual groups, but nothing more.
Yeah.
we're all way different age ranges, right? I think like the biggest age differences are 20 to 30 years or so. So it's just kind of chill.
Mm-hmm.
But no drinking otherwise that I haven't done besides with family ever, I feel.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty, and we're back.
Okay. That's great how the music transitioned as soon as we get to the next line. Never underestimate the lengths old classmates will go to track you down. Especially if they think you're still the girl that kissed them for fun and they're lonely to boot. Reminds me of, like, I don't have a Facebook page, rather I do have one, but my sister made it back like on a birthday of mine just to tag me in photos. So every now and then I do kind of try to use it for, for talking, for greeting my own family, like extended family, grandparents, and whatever, happy birthday or so. But then I just see like a growing list of notifications and friend lists of like, okay, I knew you in middle school, you do not with anybody like that at all, and I don't use this page enough to really even justify clicking accept or decline. Same with LinkedIn, honestly, too, to where it's like, I guess that's more pervasive since I can use it for job prospects, but otherwise, I'm just sitting here just like, what are we gonna do? Say hi to each other? I guess that's another tick to the list, but I'm not in the social media game for that. We all have things we're not too proud of as adults.
Now I know how criminals feel when evidence is used against them.
I have to ask, though, why the 69?
It was supposed to be 69, not 69. Like in reference to both the lovers and the hermit. I was convinced it meant wise choices.
Jill, there's nobody that would read that as 6'9". Oh, I think Takashi sits at 9 would have to disagree, or whatever the trap that guy's name is.
I was...
Oh, fuck. Hold on. Throat caught itself.
Yeah, I was gonna say, all the sign is making you back up. Do you need, like, some water or something?
No, I'm good, I'm good.
I was 12 at the time.
Even at 12, I fucking knew what a 69 was. Just how innocent were you back then?
You have no idea.
Well, let's sweeten things up a bit. I'll have a sugar rush.
Sure. The Sugar Rush. Are they trending now or something?
So, Ein, have you ever had a favorite number?
13.
Why 13?
Because most people considered it to be unlucky.
And then because of your significance with the tarot card of death now.
Yes.
Interesting. I think mine had to be 24. Back then, I had an old NASCAR pillow as a kid. I think it was Jeff Gordon was the guy's name, and he was number 24. And coincidentally, that also lines up with my VTube birthday, but that was chosen out of, I think that's like a family day or something like that. It was a holiday that I based Chartreuse on. So, July 24th, exactly so. It was something along the lines, but my lore is outdated. I can't remember. That's always been mine.
Here.
Okay, Character says Jeff Gordon fan. Let's go. There you go. Funny enough, I never watched NASCAR much besides when I was a kid, because, you know, cars go fast. That's cool. This is the thing.
Say, Alma, speaking of the past, what was your last long-term relationship like?
Good night, Calvin. That's sudden.
You dug through my past. I've earned the right to dig through yours.
Fine, fine. Long-lasting relationships, huh? Romantic ones, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Well, I've had about 4 boyfriends who I'd describe as such, that I've introduced to my family and all. The first one was in high school. I broke up with him because he cheated on me. I remember the other girl trying to pick a fight, and me just saying, keep the fucker. The second one was during my freshman year. I broke up with him after he thought it'd be funny to punch me in the arm. He starts with a friendly hit, and before you know it, Anyways. The other guy, I met shortly after I dropped out. He was interested in marriage, and he wanted to get married after only half a year of me knowing him. And then there's Richard.
Let me guess. He was a dick. Who?
I'd spent almost 4 years with him. We got on pretty well. We had awesome chemistry. I truly loved him. But as time went by, there was a rift that started separating us. He just didn't like my family.
He didn't?
Moreover, he wasn't a family person. He distanced himself from his own and voiced that he didn't want kids. There was a part of me that wanted to believe, even if just for a little bit, that maybe he'd change his mind. But as much as I loved him, that one detail brought a growing gap between us. And at one point, I just had to break up with him. But I'm not here to depress you. Bring me a beer, will ya?
Sure. Let's get her a beer. A big beer.
I think it's well deserved after that. That's the big opening up.
Yeah.
Is it too much to pry on your side? Because I know I've asked off stream before, Ein. But for content, if you're comfortable.
About what? Like, just long-term relationships?
Yeah. What's your view on them? So what would you consider to be your longest that you've had?
I want to say, like, maybe 2.5 years? Something like that?
I mean, that's not bad at all. What was the average stat that I think Pointy gave us? So, like 6 months? Is most relationships or whatever?
Yeah. Yeah, that's about... I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Most of the relationships that I've had are usually have lasted like 6 months.
Hmm.
My previous one lasted about that long as well.
Wow, that's very astute by Flanny. What the heck? I mean, she probably read it somewhere, but that's really astute. Granted, the only relationship I've had was Flanny, of course, and that was 3 years on the dot.
Thanks for telling me that, by the way.
Don't mention it.
Okay, one more question and we're even.
Wow, you really are embarrassed of that blog, huh? Sure, asked away.
At what age did you get those implants in your boobs?
Joe, I love you, and I know you're saying that in jest. But I've lived through so many rumors about getting plastic surgery that I can't and won't take it as a joke. As such, and honoring our friendship, I'll just say this. They're real, and they're spectacular. Now ask the real question before I slap you.
What if Jill says, "Can I cop a feel?"
Oh my god, Ein! Y'all hearing this man right now? If anything, your propensity for lewdness is spectacular.
I'll grant you one, and only one chance to call me by my full name as compensation, then.
I'd gladly take your offer.
It's funny that you mentioned slapping, because my real question was, why did you get your hands chopped?
Chopped. Well, there was a couple of reasons. The first is that I spend lots of the time typing, and these replacements help me avoid carpal tunnel syndrome. I'm wearing compression gloves by the day, and so many of my friends are really feeling the adverse wrist effects, even though I tell them about it. I know Zoe is the first one that comes to mind, but she's already trying to do her best, Or rather, she's been doing her best to steal herself back.
Yeah. Oh.
There's other utilities, like how I can interface with many devices. For example, there's a tiny computer embedded in my glasses. Is she tricky from Ned's declassifying? If I move my index finger, it acts like the computer's cursor. There's lots more, but they're small things that don't sound impressive when I say it out loud.
How did your family take the operation?
They took it well enough. Except for my mom. She freaked out for months. She even went to the hospital to ask for my hands.
Don't you miss them?
Sometimes. But just during emotional moments. But as luck would have it, someone else has them. Shortly before my operation, there was an accident on the highway. One of the victims was this young lady whose right hand got completely crushed. I told them to check if we were compatible and all that. I mean, implants are not everyone's first choice if they can get a natural replacement. A bit of cosmetic treatment and it could pass off as her own original hand with no problem. Last I heard, we were compatible and the family agreed to the donation. I don't know what became of her, but I hope she's fine.
Well, you certainly helped her gain the upper hand.
Ein, you are absolutely the worst person to comfort somebody who just got hurt. Okay, before you go on, I need to expose you to chat a little bit. I said this earlier on this stream as well, but also, like, yeah, I had my first workplace accident where some rebar fell on me, and it slashed from, like, the top right of my upper lip all the way up, like, to where my cheek is or so. And what does Ein have to say about that, then? Let me stroll up and find this trap. I need to stroll in our DMs and check this. Shit, I need to actually search. I can't remember exactly where it was. Oh, I know relatively where it was, but we sent a lot of DMs. Let's see here. Alright, so I talked about how it isn't that bad, and I don't need to get stitches for it, and let me just quote back and forth. I'm basically saying I don't have to be stitched together, I have to be medically glued together. And when I'm talking about how I'm healing, I'm just going, a quote, at least for me, still no pain, it's just, it feels like glue on my face. Quote, end quote. And then Ein goes, Cruzy, how many times have I told you to stop eating glue? Followed by your Ein hehe emoji. Keep in mind, this was a pretty deep gash on my face, or I guess laceration is a medical term, that stings like heck for medical glue, and it keeps reopening if I talk at all. And Ein thought to comfort me. What the heck? I got an alert saying we have updated the Steam subscriber announcement.
What?
Did you just get that too?
I
just got an email and it just popped up on my Steam saying we have updated the Steam subscriber announcement. Agreement.
No.
What the heck?
Oh, I think I know what it. I think I know what that's about. I think it's more about like the mobile pricing for subscriptions.
I mean, it says if you don't agree to it now, it'll just become effective on November. Otherwise, you can delete your Steam account. Well, thanks, Steam. I guess I'll have to take this.
Oh, Steam account. Oh. I thought we were talking about Stream account like Twitch
no
or something
Steam.
Like,
like I literally it just popped up on my Steam, so maybe you'll get it too.
That right. I read that right.
I'm counting that as a flub against you. But yeah, anyway, going back to it, you are absolutely the worst person to send over to somebody in a hospital if they're recovering. Like, this was still like within 24 hours of when I was talking about healing, and you just cracked something like that. Like, brother, I'm in pain!
Well, you know, laughter is the best medicine.
It's not always! You're horrible. You're a horrible person.
Alright, back to it.
And you didn't tell your mom about that?
I didn't want her pestering the poor girl. So, are we cool now? Are we even now? Chaito says he agrees with you. You guys suck.
Are we? You were pretty pissed about my comment regarding your boobs. Again, I'm sorry. It sounded a lot less rude in my head.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Real quick before we go on again, I actually had a question for you on this end, because this is an interesting topic that I actually really like. Are you an organ donor, Ein? So ask, would you want to be?
I am not an organ donor.
Well, would you want to be then?
I don't know. It's something. I've had thoughts about it. I just don't know how to feel about. And then again, I don't know what it. I don't know why I would be so worried about, whether or not somebody else has my freaking liver whenever I'm dead.
Yeah, because that's the big thing I feel of, like, it's not like people are gonna come up to you and say, hey, I need to sacrifice your heart for another person. It's only with, written consent on your ID card or whatever, stuff like that, of course.
Mm.
And they'll still definitely ask your family, of course. And it's only if, there's no way, because they're gonna save you first before they consider anything for donation. That's just my view on it, though. Because I know I'm one, happily registered, because if I'm going to die, I better at least give somebody else a good second chance. That's something I've also wanted to always do, donate blood, but I'm too light for it. Because I think I'm O? I'm the one that's a universal donor. I know I don't remember if that's O positive or negative. I'm the universal donor for my blood type. So I would have always wanted to, but I'm too lightweight. So I can't, dude. And it sucks so much because back in high school, you could basically get like half the day off classes if you went to donate blood. You got service hours for it. It was for a good cause. I'll be fair, it was kind of selfish to do if I wanted to get it for service hours. I was the big or and also did out classes, but I couldn't do it because I was too light. This sucks. Druzy's O negative? Whichever one's the universal donor. I just know I'm O. I don't remember if that's the positive or negative that it is, so I'll just take your word on it. Besides, I get to call you Julianne once.
Now you don't.
Why?
You just called me by my full name.
Are you serious?
One chance and only one chance, and you just used it up.
Damn it! Hey, here's the Julianne pass! Surprise!
Hey, Alma, this might be a weird tangent, but do you believe in ghosts?
Hey. Not particularly, no. Although there was this paper I read once that was quite interesting. It proposed a scenario where nanomachine clusters would leave the body after death, and that acted as a collective hive mind through residual brainwaves. The result would basically be an image not unlike a hologram. Of course, the hypothesis fell through because such nanomachine density is impossible in a body. Even 5% of the amount needed enough to make the blood too dense for the is too... I need to revise that line. I just lost the sauce and I don't know where I did. Even 5% of the amount needed is enough to make the blood too dense for the heart. Okay, there you go. And it's not like brainwaves are potent enough to treat those reactions. Still, an interesting read, though.
I see.
Don't give me that look. It's not my fault that you've convinced yourself that you're crazy. Well, I'll leave then. See you tomorrow.
See ya.
All done?
I am. What about you, Gil? For some reason, the idol girl left him like that, it seems.
You think? It might have been while he was out.
True. Hey, boss. You're a fan of wrestling, aren't you? I mean, you were a wrestler, so...
That I am, yeah. Why?
I was wondering, isn't wrestling fake? Oh no.
Aren't twin tails for little girls and teens with 8th grade syndrome? Hey! Well, rip the twin tails out, Cruzy. Rip the twin tails out. I will not be exposed like this. What? Hello?
Where does it go?
Yes, I'm.
Oh my god.
It's just me. No tails. Where did they go? I mean, what are you talking about? They're right here. You're still there, Chief?
I'm fine.
Have you never seen that from me?
No! Okay.
So,
so that's the thing.
I've got the funniest story for you then.
Oh god.
So, first and foremost, you better go and thank Zoe for your laughter tonight. Because that was something she included on her own.
Amazing.
It is something I can toggle, or rather something I did kind of specifically request to where, with the power of V-Bridger and all that stuff, if I specifically made a pouty face, save for when I'm angry, they'll automatically fly off.
What? That is amazing.
Yeah, you better thank my mom for this. It doesn't come up that often, because it's very specific. Like, I got to adjust the ratio on how specific it is, but even then, I want to save it for moments like these. Well, it got the laughter out of you there, Ein, so congratulations.
Amazing.
8th grade what?
When you get down to it, the rest one is as real as a soap opera. I mean, you don't really expect the legal lawsuit to be fixed in a ring, right? Sure, in my ideal world, you would solve legal problems through good old wrestling, but...
No, seriously. 8th grade what?
But you don't call in soap operas fate. It's a show! It just so happens to use fights as an expression. True. You might as well see it as a unique form of theater. True. Besides, considering the injuries many wrestlers suffer, it's not all fake.
Huh. I didn't think about it that way.
Sadly, I won't stand up for anyone bad-mouthing wrestling. So, now I have to go and break Gil's bat to make you humble.
Oh, well, wait, what?
Come here, fuckboy!
Fuck. Ah!
8th grade what?
Congratulations on tonight, Ein. And of course, who would have thought we'd get a bona fide idol in the bar?
Nice. We should be able to make the, Yay!
Oh,
I got 2
congratulations.
achievements for that, too.
Congratulations. You are charged with $10,000 for rent. Have a nice day. Jill will have a roof over her head for another month. This sense of relief will make sure she focuses at work. Have a very nice day. Oh, do you want to buy anything in the shop then? Just spend extravagantly.
Sure.
Ooh, Jeremy Blog.
Oh!
Valhalla. The name sounds silly and a bit hard to pronounce. Good thing it's actually called Valhalla. The funny numbers and letters are just a code. Anyway, I visited this cute and small bar downtown twice after getting lost for a bit. I think the area was called Neon District? At first it was a bit scary because I forgot my way back, but once I got in there, I felt really safe and at home. The bartenders are a bunch of sweethearts, and the boss was such a class act. I even took a photo with her and sent a video to her little sister. I look forward to visiting again. The drinks were very tasty, even though they weren't made of real alcohol.
I don't know if I want the bar to suddenly become a fan tourism hotspot.
Oh goodness gracious. Alright, you want to read rest one, or is this me?
Yeah, this is you.
Grand Slam Fighters crowns a new heavyweight champion by Lana Smithy. Good City's most popular pro wrestling promotion crowned a new heavyweight champion yesterday, with the Giant Tuesday taking gold from fellow Japanese wrestler Justin Liger. After previous champion 66th American Kid was forced to relinquish the title due to a head injury, GSF decided to hold a tournament to find a new title award winner. The match ended after a 30-minute bout, with Giant Tuesday applying a massive German suplex for the 3 count. During an interview with AE, Giant Tuesday told us that though there was a translator that he's waiting for 66th American Kid to recover. I won't rest until I beat him clean. It is a funny thing. So, once again, I'm on the outside looking in when it comes to some of my friends. So, once again, Chit and Metsu, they are big for wrestling, AEW, ON, everything like that or so. I don't really participate in those much, mostly just because my times don't line up whenever I'm working and that stuff's usually going. But they really do get into it or so, and I've learned a good bit about wrestling stuff, like how, like, yeah, if a champion is injured, like, sometimes so, like, even, like, when there's, like, the title belt on the line or so, that can really just be passed down, or there's interim champions, too. So that's actually kind of funny that I'm getting to apply a little bit of that now.
After the Great Earthquake, salvage agents of the new rage. The Great Earthquake that sank large portions of the world 5 years ago also created an unexpected new profession: salvage agents. Summer Aki is one of these salvagers, and she shares her experience with the augmented eye. Seeing big cities like Tokyo and places like Caracas several kilometers below the ocean's surface, that's something that gets to you, you know? Millions lived there before the Great Earthquake, and it's on me to retrieve their memories, their lives. Aki is now working to retrieve items from a research facility in the Tanegashima Island in Japan.
I'm sorry, what did Joan Force dialogue?
In Australia? Australia is a tad more complicated than that.
Dang, everything sank down to the earth. It sank down into the sea, and Australia just became the aether. New home regulations. Oh no! By Lana Smithy. The current regulations preventing Loam from working too human have been working well so far, but Good City's government is planning to create even new laws, so as to enforce robot-like features among the Loam in a bid to reduce identity theft. Good City, the first nation to adopt the current standard in artificial intelligence and robotics, was the first to allow robots into normal society, quickly giving them necessary rights so as to sustain a long-term experiment about their role in human evolution. Unfortunately, the first year saw numerous reports of identity theft, resulting in the need for more stringent measures. It is unknown what kind of laws we'll have in their future regarding their existence. I thought this was going to be a follow-up immediately to people saying, I want Lilims as a partner. I thought there was regulations on that.
Let's see. What do we have left to buy?
I mean, if you can afford it.
I mean, we got $1,600.
I'll also give you a reference on this here. We are 1.5 hours in, but we only have 2 days left. And technically, it's more of like, we have this day and then like a half day. And then that's the end of Valhalla, just about. So, you want to finish it off tonight?
Yeah, fuck it. Let's finish it.
Let's do it.
I'm just gonna grab the PC9X.
Let's go!
Yeah, I got a gaming
Wait,
PC
real
ready
quick,
for Monster Hunter Wilds.
Real quick, check the first tab real quick. I just want to check something. Okay. Nope, all good.
Got a gaming PC for the next for Monster Hunter Wilds. Got more ads coming through right quick, so I'm gonna wait before we hop on to the next. I love GaleForce discussion here. It's like, we have a roof over our heads for another month.
I would say though, I love always just like seeing the little house, Joe's apartment, just lovely, slowly coming together in bits and ends, you know?
Yep.
It's so cute. What's also 4 is just a cute 4-ball. I say that as I hear my brother just snoring right next to me. Hi, you okay? Okay, brother, that's a good tail wagging. Wanna say hi? Thank you, brother. Yeah, like, you need to honestly just be a Monster Hunter channel, like, absolutely pounding content back as soon as Rise comes out.
Well, there's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna be doing that too. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Well, yes, but does that stop anybody from watching them? No, Monster Hunter is mainstream as it can be, honestly.
Yeah, true. I mean, what I could do is, what I could try to do is just, I don't know. I've thought about doing like speedruns for Monster Hunter. I've thought about, you know, trying to see if I can kill every monster, like slay every monster in Monster Hunter before Wilds comes out. Because I only have Koltarath and Extremith to deal with.
Reminds me of, I think it was back in 4U when I was looking at speedruns for the first time, and somebody literally just did, you know, like running up a cliff, jumping off, and just started doing the big bow spread attack over and over again. And it was really like a minute 50 on like the T-Astra G rate, and it said, well, this is the pinnacle of speedrunning, abusing the most spread shot attack. So fast, and it surprised me. But then again, I'm not an arena Andy, I'm not a speedrunner, I'm just a very much casual hunter. Yeah. Even though I am an old head.
I have a couple speedruns on my YouTube channel. They don't have a whole lot of views or anything like that, but I don't care about that.
I mean, brother, I'm just saying, I was just posting it more as a proposition for content creation. I know you have your own curated list. Just for me, I have my daily uploads, and by gods, I'm unironically playing and uploading Fortnite videos with my friends. So, I'm a sellout, but I'm a business graduate, so that's how I am.
Yep. Alrighty. Good evening. Gil, are you humming Shine Spark? Hey Jill. Are you okay? Are you in love, maybe? Nothing of the sort. I'm fine. Right. No, seriously, did you fuck? Men only get so happy after they fucked. That's not... Oh my god, you totally fucked. Was it Alma? Did you have 7 minutes in heaven with her? No, I didn't. In any case, congratulations! I haven't seen you as happy since, well, never.
Oh no! Today's escapades will bring us to a familiar place, and...
Shit. Gil, I'm out. I'm gonna...
Not so fast, flat bartender, if that's even your real name. Last time, my viewership had a weird peak while I was passed out. So, I'm here to find out what made people so interested.
Yeah? Do I have something in my face?
This guy totally fucked. No doubt about it. That gleam in his eyes is unmistakable.
Whatever. Just keep it down.
Ah, Jill, you're here. Isn't that the passed out girl from 2 weeks ago? I'm not here! Oh, sorry? I'll be back in my office then.
Anyway... Yeah, Gil totally fucked.
You saying this from experience, boy? You saying you're only this happy ever considering your stoic self? Well, there's only one way you'd know how happy you'd be as a guy.
No.
I feel like this is like white cornering L right now.
No.
You know, there's only one way you'd know about this experience firsthand. Isn't that right, Ein?
No.
Oh, you are denying it so much.
No, brother. No.
Alrighty, love. I tease. Nope. Okay, we're good.
There we go. Time to mix drinks and change lives.
Ah!
What's these two?
Huh.
You were too happy, and you were too mopey. What happened?
I was right.
Eh?
That horror girl was head over heels for him. I was right on the money.
Say, that girl.
I'm not here.
Sorry.
Isn't she the one that passed out last time? Anyways. Betty was right, and that deserves a beer.
And you? I'm fine. A Friday beer for a cheerful Betty. I don't have to double up on the drinks anymore!
But do you want
I'm
to?
gonna do it anyway.
I mean, I'll be honest, I expect you next time, if you choose to serve at the Midnight Bar instead of me doing my usual service for you, that you'd be doubling up on any drinks I request at that point then.
I normally do.
There you go. Oh, no wonder I'd get on the rot so fast.
Yes. For the occasion.
To be fair, I love just drink. Like, I absolutely will ask for refills at any restaurant I go, so that's probably the best for me in general anyway. Alright.
So the girl was actually infatuated with him?
You should have seen her, screaming from the top of her lungs that she liked him. And him just standing there thinking. Just like that. In retrospect, it was a tad too cliche for my taste. Yeah. Still, I knew she liked him. I was right. I was right.
He doesn't seem particularly happy.
He never is. Unlike your coworker. Holy shit, did he fuck?
You're making it too obvious, Gil. How?!
I'm sorry. Everybody just absolutely dogpiling on Gil. That beaming face is unmistakable. The face of a guy that got some and enjoyed every moment.
Back to Deal, though. Like I said, he seems lost in thought.
Victories like these are few and far between. Let me enjoy myself.
Can I get something non-alcoholic here?
That's not how you drown your sorrows, piece of scrap. I'll have a bloom light.
Okay. I need to serve a bloom light and something non-alcoholic. Oh. She's looking to get on the rocks very fast.
I mean, to be fair, it would have been just 7, but you did double up on the beer. And now you're doubling up on the bloom light.
Yeah.
Why did you make me do this? Joe said, pouring more Karmatrine than needed.
Okay.
I still laugh at just my own script writing. Just the intrusive thoughts whenever optional Karmatrine comes up. Come again? Nothing.
Okay, so... Bloomlight... No, not Bloomlight. Bleeding Jane. Blue Fairy. Crevice Spike. Fluffy Dream. Frothy Water. Gut Punch. Sparkle Star. Sugar Rush. Sunshine Cloud. Let's do... I'll do a Crevice Spike.
There you go.
Huh? I did the math right.
How is it mixed, my friend?
It's blended. I blended it. 5, 6, 7, 8. Just says all blended. 2 powder delta. I've doubled up on that. What's going? Okay.
Maybe
Alright,
it's
I guess
because
we'll
it
just-
says and optional karma that it's requiring at least like 1 or so, but since you're trying to make it non-alcoholic, it's not counting it then.
Okay. Alright, cool, fine. We'll just, we'll...
Yeah,
we'll
yeah,
do-
go back 2 seconds. Go back to number 5. You can see right there, number 5. You can see, anyone for died with optional versus and optional karma. I think that's what it's saying there, so Cover
okay.
Spike would have to at least have 1 optional karma.
Alright, fine. We'll just give him a blue fairy then. That was weird.
I'm just at semantics, but I remember going through some weird stuff when I was trying to do drink modding for our day.
Yeah. Here.
I still wanted to do custom drinks, but I couldn't, so it was kind of weird. I think I wasn't smart enough to do it. Same.
Celebrate all you want, but I'm freaking out here. I know nothing about relationships. I have no idea what to do.
Well, for starters.
What do you think, Jill? Me?
Her?
Betty, I've seen a few of your relationships, remember? Aside from Veronica, there's Angela, Pamela, Sandra, Rita, Monica, Erica, Tina, Mary, and... Wait a fucking second.
A little bit of...
Okay, alright. Alright, okay. That's a good reference. I understood that reference. Or should I say... Didn't share the bed sheets, snores like a pig, cold feet, shampoo waster, chocolate addict, too religious, fan of the wrong rugby team, teetotaler, and chews with the mouth open.
What do you think, Jill?
That you must be quite the heartbreaker to have so many relationships in a short period of time.
I mean, about piece of scrap situation. And thank you.
I'm not the right person for this. Gil? He's still on fucking Cloud 9. Or is it fucking in Cloud 9? What about...
Sneaky. Sneaky.
I'll be damned, she actually hides pretty well. For starters, how do you feel about her? I don't know. I don't know her that well. You could start there. Ask her out sometime. Get to know her. Maybe she'll change her mind. Maybe you'll change yours. In the end, you lose nothing by... What? I'm just realizing I'm giving love advice to a Lilim. So I don't know how well it applies to you.
These things are human in all but organs nowadays anyway.
Even if that's the case, it's interesting that she felt that way towards him.
Why wouldn't she? This fellow is a good catch, if I do say so myself. And like I said, human in all but organs. You surely encountered a woman that you sometimes forget are not humans.
Well...
We live in weird times, but hey, that only makes them more interesting. It's odd going to other cities and not seeing the same integration of Willem, though.
Well, Glitch City is pretty much the cradle of social experiments involving Lilim integration, so... Anyway. Just try to get to know her. You'll find out how you feel afterwards. Yeah, I think I'll try that.
It's quite the uninspired advice, if you ask me. Anything else?
Let's commemorate the occasion with a piano man and a piano woman.
Now I need to serve a piano man and a piano woman. Who gets what? I guess we'll just...
I mean, I in order, piano man first and then piano woman. I mean, would you prefer a man or a woman? Piano man or piano woman? That was a bad way to phrase it. What do you prefer?
This is where fucking Ingram comes in and says dogs.
Hello? Quote, a dodge is fine too, end quote. Do not pick up the source of that.
Do not the dog. Okay.
Just serve the damn drink. I'm laughing eating my snow cone.
Here.
And now we reach a stalemate. I'd normally take the piano man, but I feel there's a symbolic virtue in taking the woman.
A what?
You good, Ein?
You flubbed that. It's not virtue, it's value.
Well, maybe you can point that out before I make an even bigger fool of myself. Thank you. I felt this well, fuck you then. No, I'm not reading that.
Why order like that then?
I hate Aura.
You... what?
She's gonna take you away from me. You're my piece of strap, not hers. You're mine. Mine.
Is she... Yeah, she's tipsy.
Betty, you don't own me. Besides, I can't, for the life of me, leave you alone. I feel like the moment I let you out of my sight, you'll just... crash. That's not a laughing matter. You need someone making sure you aren't kicking people. That's not normal, you know. Besides, it's not like I have something with her yet.
You're right. So you won't leave me?
I'd worry myself sick if I left you to your own devices, honestly. We should leave now. Oh yeah! We're holding a small New Year's party tomorrow. I don't know if you want to come.
We'll come.
Are you sure?
We will.
Fine. We'll be here, Jill. Anyway, see you then.
I will.
Please, come again.
When I was digging through, working on Custom Day, I was trying to find a good blush hue similar to Betty's, I remember, for when I went way overboard. Oh, I say I went way overboard. I humored you on your Fringe Weaver, and then one certain bartender decided to load mine. Party, I'd love to go. But I told everyone that tomorrow I'd end the year with a party myself, so... Sorry!
I totally forgot she was already here. Man, that was such bliss.
Still, I can see how traffic spiked. Things didn't get fun here. And just like the last time, I need to show my viewers something fun. Give me something nasty.
Something. She wants something nasty again.
I'm sorry, just seeing the chat so strolling in the cow top is just always hilarious to me. So what are you thinking,
Yeah,
Ein?
probably. I'm thinking promo drinks because those are usually like the most awful ones.
I mean, there's a few that already have like, you know, bland, yeah. So, History Temple should definitely work. Hey, brother. I got you, Raoda. Sorry, bro. I'm still gonna stream for a little bit more. Wanna say hi into the microphone, brother? Well, you're a silent boy. You're not gonna bark. I'm not saying so. Take it easy, Eli.
Alrighty.
Guess I've moved his bed up with me. He just sits by as I'm streaming at night. And it's just the cutest thing, but you know, I want to make sure he's been taken care of.
Yep. Here.
This is the... Hold on. It was nasty, alright. And now it's time for me to be a nice person and give you something nice.
Eh?
It's the second time I'm here, so it's only natural you get my own copy of my own theme song.
No, thank you.
Don't be shy. Let me give you one.
I mean it. No, thank you.
Well, too late. It's already in your player.
That can't... How in the ever-living fuck did you do it?
Magic.
That's bullshit.
Video editing magic.
Did you just hack into the music player?
Let's move on, shall we?
Yeah, whatever.
Hey, weren't those Dodds? Or weren't they Dodds? Wow, I'm flubbing everything today. Last time you talked about this place, it was like this zany haven of sorts. But I see the same shit. Seriously, no decorations or anything of the like?
Good question. Where are the dogs? I either haven't paid enough attention to their arrival, or they haven't come.
I had all those newspaper managers talking dogs, and yet this is the same old bar like last time. I might sue you for fake advertising, you know.
Now that I think about it, maybe Boss just donated money to this Sierra thing. And then tricked the dog into coming here as a part-timer for kicks.
Oh well, anything interesting lately?
I mean, it's not like I miss them, but they should at least show their faces.
Hello?
Sorry, what did you say?
I was asking if there was any new stories.
This is not a newspaper, you know. Nor is it a Crazy Stories on Demand streaming service.
That's a big fat lie, and you know it.
Shut up.
But I said nothing!
I mean, so shut that idea up. Yeah, that.
Joe is so smooth. I won't! Last time I came here, the viewership peaked for some reason, and I want to find out why. Maybe Pretty Boy over there can tell us the story of who he fucked.
He's so distracted he won't even make a retort. Amazing. I guess there's something worth saying, but...
Then I want to hear it!
Well, Kiramiki came again yesterday.
You're shitting me. You expect me to believe she came all the way here again? Do you even have proof like the glass from last time?
Well...
If I may interject.
You've been listening, boss?
The walls are pretty thin.
Oh.
Anyways, she did. I even took a pic with her.
She did what?
Let's see. Why? Why? I try to make an appointment with her and she's always busy. Would you sit there and she just comes waltzing over? It's not fair.
Hey, if I knew how the hell stuff like that happened, I'd share my secrets. I was just as baffled as you are right now.
Yeah, but I bet you're not even that much of a fan anyway, are you?
You're not wrong.
Can you at least tell me how nice she was as a client?
Very graceful client, much like last time. A really nice girl.
I'm gonna give you my number. If she ever comes back, you let me know. You hear? Not gonna let you keep her to yourself.
I really doubt she'll come back again, though.
She already came twice. I'm not taking any chances. I need something to drown this anger with. Give me something girly, will you?
Okay. She's asking for a girly drink now.
I'm going to.
Give her a fluffy dream.
Eli just sat right next to me, so I am just giving him belly rubs and stroking him with my feet. Actually, maybe I shouldn't be saying that on Twitch. I've already got people asking for my feet pics already before.
There we go. Here.
Let's just chill a bit. It's still not fair. You know, you're boring today. You're not chatting that much, nor are you doing anything funny.
Maybe the whole peak viewership thing is just you? Maybe this bar and me both had nothing to do with the spike. Maybe you were just that good.
Are you hitting on me?
I'm not. In fact, I'm kind of trying to get you to leave. Pronto.
Don't be so hard on the girl. She's fun.
Another nuisance shows up.
Ah, Joe hates me.
It's not hate, it's just... Wait, I'm not having this conversation again.
Boring. Hey, you are curious, right? About Fuckboy's partner. Wanna know who it was?
Do you know?
Maybe, maybe not.
That maybe not settles it then. Not taking any chances.
Oh, come on. Bartender, you're making lots of faces there.
It's nothing, really.
Did the two bartenders break or something? Should I call the manager? Tech support? Hey, Joe. Inner and outer voice, remember? What? Who fought? Aside from that guy, I mean.
You're oddly calm today.
Well, I've been getting more sleep lately. That way I don't feel like if I stop speaking, I'll die. Crash is one hell of a drug.
More ads, god damn it.
Oh, I mean, it's gonna be fun on the YouTube end, so we can keep going. It's not like chat's just busy today anyway.
Alrighty.
And wouldn't you know, I can actually make premium time if I go commando.
Huh.
But come on, I'm getting bored out of my ass here. Do something.
I'm not a dog. You can't just ask me to roll over, you know.
Mind if I entertain you a bit then?
Boss?
You and Yo take a break. I'll entertain the missy here.
Alright.
Joe, by that I meant take Yo with you. I don't want him humming to the middle of the road and right into a Trut's grill. Grill Gil.
Right. Alright, Gil. Come with me. Eh.
Yeah, no, I've given you enough love. Not getting anything more now. It's late at night. Easy, brother. That's the one thing. I don't want to take my eyes off of him, because he's just so cute. There you go, brother. Sit down. There you go.
Want one?
No thanks, I don't smoke.
Alright. I got a text from Alma. Boss! Gil and Alma didn't fuck!
Well, that's a bummer.
She is sending congratulations your way, though.
Tell her I said thanks, I guess.
So who was the lucky girl? So it was a guy. I never thought you swung that way.
It wasn't a guy.
So it was a girl, and you did fuck.
I don't feel comfortable talking about that, you know?
You don't make things easy for me, though.
How so?
I mean, you're pretty hard to get close to, you know? You never talk about yourself. You're talkative so long as it doesn't involve you directly. Teasing you is literally the only way I know to get through to you.
You make me sound like some weird loner.
You are a weird loner. At least tell me if you enjoyed the night you spent with whoever it was.
I did.
Good for you! Why are you humming Sunshine Stone so much, though?
Well, after that idol girl came again yesterday, I looked up her discography and I can't stop humming or listening to them.
Right. Oh god. You didn't fuck the idol girl, did you?
No. Why would that be a problem, though?
I don't know, it just feel weird. Well, that's that for the break. Let's go back.
Right.
Oh, and Gil? Keep in mind what I said about opening up more. I mean it. That way we won't tease you so often.
Listening to you say that has to be the weirdest thing I've heard this year.
Shut up. Wonder if Alma finds Gil attractive.
I still love, just once again, just everybody immediately just going straight up to Gil. Man, did you get some, dude? Goodness gracious.
Bro, he totally did.
I'm just seeing the pro ZD shit. Oh, they be fun.
Oh, they fucking.
And that's that. Back.
What were you two doing back there?
Fucking.
Oh, so just chatting then. Holy crap. Did you two really fuck? John has the face of a man who fucked to death recently.
See, Gil? You're making it too obvious. How? What will you have today?
I'll have a jet punch.
Coming right... Eh?
What?
Nothing. Dorothy wants a gut punch. Is the world ending?
You did yourself fine?
I'm conflicted.
What? How?
I'm conflicted because normally she wants like something like a piano woman or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We give the Dorothy alcohol.
Oh my goodness. I was about to say, in the meantime, I'm almost under my snow cone and I just see you loaded up! Shit, dude, okay.
Here.
Stop looking at me like that.
Sorry. Are you okay? It's weird for you to order something like that.
Yeah, I'm just trying out stuff. Did you know Tons are designed to identify food using the chemical components? Our tons were destined with the human ones in mind.
Destined?
Designed. You're destined for a gut punch yourself come Sunday if you show up. For example, the first flavors that we detect are sour and bitter, just like you guys. I checked my personal specs and apparently, my sensitivity is set to 1.2235. That makes me hate those flavors because I feel them harder.
Why all that exposition? I mean, I'd lie if I could say I wasn't interested, but why?
Well, after last time, I got curious and started checking how many of my systems worked in detail. For example, the tips of my fingers are so sensitive to vibrations, you could make a seismograph with them.
Huh.
And checking that, I found that because it's all based on how humans work. And that got me thinking about what you said. I mean, for my systems to work, humans had to understand how they work. And after all those discoveries, they're not any more or less artificial. Why should I be? I don't know. Looking up all of that suddenly made me feel real. It was the opposite of what I felt last time. I feel like I'm here right now.
I'm glad to hear that.
Alright then, let's try something sweet now.
Something sweet. That's more like it.
Well, I'd say giving her piano woman then?
Yep.
There you go. And with that, my snow cone is done. I just had water now.
Here.
Ah, nice.
To be honest, it's a bit surreal for me.
What?
I'm here talking to you, and you're answering like any human would. You're even expressing happiness. I remember when I was a kid, I usually tried to strike conversations with AIs. But after a bit, they just start looping through their built-in answers, repeating the same things over and over. That always made me crash back into reality. When I think back to that, having such advanced AIs like you here right now, it's amazing. I don't know, it makes my inner child happy to see something she always dreamt of. It helps when I feel particularly cynical.
Ah, you flatter me.
Besides, I've always thought about humans like nature's Lilum. The method might have been different, but we too evolved from a more simple form ages ago. If Lilum managed to create biological life years from now, it will all have come full circle.
So, what should I take from this is, you love me?
Don't overdo it. Anything else?
Let's go with a sugar rush.
Okay. A sugar rush. Alright.
So, Ein, do you love me?
No.
Well, that was fast. Okay, this sucks. Oh, that was a disappointment. Off to hang myself.
Shit.
I'm quoting the TF2 meme from The Heavy is Dead. Come on, that's a good joke.
I love you, Cruzy.
Thank you, lovely. Mwah.
Here.
Okay. Immediately, just no hesitation here. Goodness gracious. Even in doubt, my love for these is real.
How romantic.
Man, that Jojo is a blast. Don't you feel like talking a bit more with Diddy? Diddy is too much of a prick, and Jojo is tired. Besides, I want to talk to the bartenders.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, I tried, Joe. I'll be in my office. Cute little girl, Willem! Cam girl.
Oh, fiddlesticks.
What's your name, girl? I'm Dorothy Hayes, at your service. Hey, look, Ein, it's a combination of me.
Oh, God.
I am not this high energy at all. Do you come here often? Are you hitting on me? Hey, Dorothy, I'm in the middle of a live stream. Do you want to participate? Sure, sounds fun. Okay, let's take a recommendation from you. What should I drink next?
Something that has 18 karmatrine in it.
Try the Sugar Rush. Bartender, a Sugar Rush over here. Bartender.
Sorry, what?
Sugar Rush, please.
Right. Sugar Rush. Again.
There you go. Sure. We'll and fuck it.
Here.
Ah, good choice, Dorothy. Yay. So, what are you doing in my turf?
Streaming Chan.
Yes?
No, I mean that's what she calls herself.
Man, that's a tacky name. Yeah, but it's my tacky name. It's my tacky name. Actually, that's not really my name. What's your real name, then? Behind Streaming Chan's awesome ass lies the humble Nicole Chen.
Jesus. Humble.
Why not call yourself why not call yourself Streaming Chen? It's funny that you mention it. You see, when I started, I called myself Nico Chen.
I see.
I changed websites, so the name felt a bit out of place. Thus, I became Streaming Chen. Everyone nicknamed me Streaming Chan, though, so I just went along with it. Oh, yeah, I get it. At one point, I was gonna call myself Dolores Hayes. But then I realized the name was as subtle as a brick to the face. Anyway, I'm here because the last time I came, I ended up with greater viewer numbers than usual. And so, I wanted to treat myself and my royal audience again! Oh, I see. Well, you came to the right place, especially if you're looking for some comfy fun. Honey here might seem harsh, but you just need to crack her shell.
Shut up.
See, you just need to see the right thing at the right time and she becomes a sweetheart.
Quiet, you.
Don't play hard to get. You know it's true. Ain't that right, Ein?
Hey, stream girl.
Yes, that's me, Ein.
I regret asking this, but don't you have a sponsor? It's weird that it's been this long without some advertising.
I heard that, Digital. I'm getting to you. I have, but you see... The contract with them expired, so Marvin, the business guy or whoever, had to make a new one. He was gonna send the draft to his lawyer and it had a couple of editions, but... Let's say he got too excited with my VR model and the contract became unreadable. Oh, so he used the contract to... Yep, he cut into a pair of panties and rubbed it vigorously on his penis. I mean, you'd expect certain principles to be upheld, even in the adult VR industry. I reported him and he got fired, but now they're looking for a new business person thing. Honestly, I think the paper cuts all over his dick are punishment enough. Oh my goodness.
I did not need to hear that!
I don't think we need to hear anything out of Streaming Chan's mouth now. But I mean, why the contract? I don't mind if he just jacked off to an image of me, but the contract? That's money that you're soloing right there! I would have gone back in the deal, were it not for the owner paying me a visit and apologizing profusely. Some people seriously. Dick paper cuts.
I've done enough to praise teacher fantasies to know how they can be a problem.
I'm sorry?
Remember, Dorothy said she's at the roleplay all the time,
I
so...
don't think you need to have experience to understand that. That said, Gil's been grimacing for a full minute now. Don't mind me.
Oh my god, Jill. Huh. But you know, I like you, Dorothy. Why don't we celebrate with beers? My treat. Alright. 2 big beers, honey!
Oh no. Oh no. Well,
Oh, you ready for this, honey?
oh no. And Streamer Chan has already had 10 karma tree. So this is happening. This is happening now.
Yep, it really is.
It sure is.
Should
Yep.
check my emails on that Steam thing while I'm at it.
All right.
Here.
It's alright. Just
You're
trying to boot
good.
up YouTube Studio. Ah, cheers! Cheers. Alright, I'm not feeling my tongue or my feet. It's time to get lewd. Did I hear lewd? Do you have any stories?
Oh, this was a mistake. This was a
You
mistake.
did this to yourself, and you loaded her up. This will be a treat for non-premium users. I once met a guy that insisted on doing it in a jacuzzi. He didn't mind being in premium time, so I started setting up the cameras. And man, was it a challenge. I wasn't just good at stream over the water, I wanted some underwater action too.
Okay.
What did you do with the bubbles and all? That was the least of the problems. He just turned the jets off. But not only did I have to make a makeshift underwater cover, I had to keep in mind the heat. Heat isn't good with cameras. Did you try chilling the cam a bit and put it in a bag with some filling? We made something more convoluted. We took a small cooler, opened a hole for the lens, and sealed it with plastic. I made sure things looked good through the cam and started recording. Threw in some cooling pads and sealed the fuck out of the cooler. Did it need any weight? Yep, luckily the guy was into bodybuilding, so we used some old dumbbells. He was also ripped as fuck, but that's another story. It was all a success, but it's also the last time I had sex in a jacuzzi. Blood rushing, hot water, I felt like I was dying midway through it. Thank God he decided to resume the action out of the water midway through. I would have surely died. At least the guy didn't burn himself. What do you mean? Ugh. Last time I had sex on a jacuzzi, my body got so hot, the guy almost burned his dick. I considered investing in a cooling system, but it's so situational and expensive that I'll pass. Besides, those cooling systems require too much maintenance. Wait, I think I should leave, but care to join me in escapades for the rest of the night? Can I plug my services at the end of the night? Sure! Then count me in. I've got the perfect stories. Let us be on our way then. Goodbye, bye Tinder! Bye, honey. Well, let's start the story. You see, there was this Mega Santa. Wait, seriously?
They left. pair made in hell. At least they look like they're having fun. That method of filming underwater sounded convoluted as fuck, though. I guess it's hard to keep a cool head when you're horny. We're done, boss.
Man, don't you just feel great?
Were we in the same place?
Here, Joe.
What's this?
A bonus. Today I got a taste of the kind of clients you deal with, and... keep it up. Well, tomorrow is the big day, so get ready. That goes for both of you. Either I'm getting old, or that girl was too much even for me. If I got $600 for dealing with clients like that at retail every day, then... yeah. I would do it, but I wouldn't be happy about it.
No new notifications or reminders.
Happy New Year! May all your wishes come true in a bountiful new year filled with health and joy. Happy New Year!
I'll leave the closet open in case you want to hide from the noise. Thanks.
Okay. Well, considering we don't have... I'm gonna assume we don't have any more rent to deal with.
Yeah.
Cool.
You're just gonna try to buy up the store?
I
what
could,
what do you want?
but
then,
I'm also pretty sure I won't be able to. But
oh, buy what you want then.
let's see here. Damn it.
Out of money.
Damn it.
Well, you tried. You have money. Instead, you have games though. You got cartridges.
Yeah.
You wanna play?
Wait, what? Oh my god! What? Okay, this is actually... Hold on. Ain't no way. It's a fucking shmup. Okay, this is actually... This is so cool!
That's what I was checking the other day, if you bought the cartridges or not. How skilled are you with shmups, my friend?
I mean, considering I used to play the shit out of Einhander, which was a shmup, that I actually have an active video in the works for, a review on, pretty well.
There you go. You don't have to ask that question to me, I'm a Toho head anyway. Immediate try again.
That was awful.
Makes me wonder, can you do slow time, like can you like hold shift or anything, like to slow your movement, or are you just stuck in the one pattern? Yeah, you can slow yourself down a little bit.
Yeah. This is actually a pretty cool little... pretty cool little Easter egg, honestly.
Oof. That's about it. Oh, I'm glad that you're able to find it on your way without me having to prod too much, besides after you bought it. Yeah, if you buy the PC and NES and the cartridges, then there you go.
Is there anything else you can do to interact with the,
I don't think so, necessarily. That was the only secret that I remembered.
Yeah, there's not much else that you can do to interact with the area.
Alrighty, any last stories? Or our last day? No, doesn't seem like it. Well, let's go to work. Oh, let's see. Gil is in the back getting everything ready. I'll go grab some food I've ordered. They only agreed to work on New Year's if I went to pick it up myself. Are you alright?
I'm scared. Gabby will show up at any minute.
Relax. Everything will be alright. I can assure you of that. Drink something. Maybe that'll cheer you up.
Maybe.
I'll leave you for a bit, but keep your chin up. If you get through this, I'll give you, I don't know, a hug? Does that work?
A hug?
Big one. A reward for everything, for after everything's said and done. Gotta go. You can do it.
Right. Everything's fine. You've been avoiding this for all these years, and now it's time to face it head on. Yeah, everything's fine. Everything will be better after I talk to Gabby. Boss might even give me a hug. I'm okay.
Hello?
Gabby. Come in.
Excuse me.
Welcome to Valhalla.
Hey.
Hey. You talk first.
No, well...
Some days ago, I got a letter. And even odder than getting a letter is the fact that it was from your sister.
What? My sister sent you a letter. That's the first I've ever heard of it. What did it say?
I don't know. I never opened it. At least not until now.
Huh?
I figured I should read it with you.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's read it.
Alright then.
Sorry. Just that? Oh, stream froze.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool. It just popped up that Steam subscriber agreement.
Yeah.
Cool, thanks.
I read through it, it's just purchasing stuff, it's nothing different, it's just... Okay? I don't know why they had to ask about that.
Oh, I know what this is about. There was a legislation that got passed basically where it's saying like any digital games that you buy, they have to essentially disclaim that you do not own the games, but rather just own the license to play them.
Okay, yeah, no, this is ringing more bells now. I fully get it now. Alright.
Yeah. Okay. Alright. Well, let's... Yep.
Stream is heavily lagging from this end. You might need to restart it real quick.
Yeah, let me restart it.
Guys, I just heard you say, yup, I heard the text rolling, and then nothing popped up. Okay, there you go.
Cool.
Isn't there anything else in the letter? Maybe on the back.
This is just like your sister. I spent days worried about this letter, not wanting to open it for fear of what it might contain. I lost sleep and appetite thinking about it. And after all those worries, after all those problems, after all these years not talking to her, she sends me a letter, a fucking letter of all things, and she just says, sorry? Sorry for what? For our fight? For not talking all these years? Ugh, now I'm fucking pissed. Are you laughing?
Sorry, I just... I remembered all the times my sis provoked you that way. Like that time where she gave you chocolates labeled 1, 2, and 4 during Valentine's Day? And you were pissed about the lack of a 3. Or that time where you left an unopened beer bottle on the table, she sneakily opened it and took a sip. She didn't tell you she did it, and you were confused all day long.
She always bragged she knew me like the back of her hand. If the letter was supposed to piss me off like that, I guess she had all the rights to brag.
Maybe she was being sincere, though. She did express to me that she was sorry on more than one occasion.
She did, huh? You told me she died from localized nanomachine rejection, right?
In her heart, yeah. Instead of the massive rejection that always makes the news, her case was more focused. They usually amputate or replace the part and call it a day. But organs are different. The condition made her susceptible to transplant rejections.
Not to mention artificial hearts and genetic treatments were out of the question.
Yep. The thing is, apparently, she suffered that since she was 18, but kept it a secret from everyone.
Why?
How if I know? I was angry toward her that she hid it. Why didn't she tell me? Was it to avoid worrying me? Was she ashamed? What was it?
Wait, how did she live so normally then?
She had to use a serum. Shots near her heart every 3 days. Apparently, the serum burns like hell. The shot even left a nasty mark where she had to apply them.
So the thing near her left breast wasn't a birthmark? And the rejection was what ended up killing her.
The nanomachine rejection was what ended up killing her, but they couldn't find what made her so vulnerable. Doctors said she might have missed a shot, or the shots made her other defenses grow weaker. The condition could have just gone nuts out of nowhere, or maybe it was blood pressure. Maybe it was a regular heart attack and the rejection acted afterwards. They don't know. She kept it a secret from everyone, so nobody knows. Maybe if she had told me about it, I could have helped her. Maybe she'd still be alive. Maybe she wouldn't have faced it alone instead of just dying in her sleep.
Thinking about what ifs won't bring her back. I spent so much time hammering myself with what ifs after you told me she died. What if I waited to cool down a bit back then? What if I just swallowed my fears at that very moment? What if I had apologized earlier? What if I had given a chance to the research institute thing back then? And the amount just increased threefold after I lashed out at you the other day. But today, I realized something. Having such regrets with the dead is a hollow effort. You're alive, you're here. I can make amends with you, but I can't make amends with the dead. I can't apologize to her like I can apologize to you right now.
Jill.
Lenore, she's resting now. She's just resting after having that heart condition all these years.
She didn't have to face it alone, no? If she only...
So, let's celebrate her life and achievements. If we are to mourn, let's mourn her together. If we are to honor her, we'll do it together.
Together.
Lenore was a fun-loving person. The best we can do right now is try to lighten up, even if it's only for a moment. I need to ask, though, did she really start to complain about chest pains shortly after I left?
No. She didn't get visibly worse after you left or anything. Everything was actually too sudden. She did complain about chest pains from time to time, but that actually goes way back before you left. Back then, we thought it was just acid reflux or something. Gods, I even blamed her death on you. I was just too angry back then. And part of me just wanted to put the blame on someone. Something. And you didn't deserve that. Sorry.
Hey, I'm sorry too, you know. We both have things to apologize for. Don't think too much about it. I should have been mature and not shouted at you either. So, let's just call all that water under the bridge, shall we?
Are you sure?
Of course I am. So, how did you find me, exactly?
Well, have you heard of a board called Danger You?
I have, yeah.
Oh, truth is that I visit it from time to time.
Oh god, get the child off of 4chan, please.
I thought it was Reddit. Oh, either way,
Reddit.
get her off of it.
And the other day, I read a thread that discussed the bar. And the description of the bartender sounded just like you. Are you mad?
No, not mad, more like dumbfounded.
Hey, Joe, can you tell me what the problem was back then? What sparked the fight? Weren't you happy with my sister?
Well, back then I didn't know what to do with myself after I graduated college. I went in and pretty much hated my last couple of years there. It's not far-fetched to think that I only tolerated being there because your sister was with me. Had she stopped supporting my studies, I would have quit right then and there. And then after graduating, I got a very good job offer that she accepted on my behalf in no time. She kept saying it was the best for me and my future, but I was livid. Why did she have to do that? I hated it. I didn't even know if I wanted to go there, but she still insisted so much. Like she was forcing that burden on me. And then my became our future, and she started talking about marriage.
You were going to get married?
I don't think we ever took it seriously. It was just something she kept mentioning. Not like we didn't think about that down the line, but she mostly teased me with it. But the thought suddenly scared the shit out of me. I loved her, but I don't think I was ready for such a commitment, especially considering what she did. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I wasn't going to let her decide such a big thing for me. I mean, she could be really pushy from time to time. Like I said, I pretty much passed college thanks to being with her, and that was partly because she was so pushy. Even if she had the best intentions, she could be abrasive from time to time. And it rained down on me at that moment. She took it upon herself to make that choice for me. What would have stopped her once we'd gotten married? What if she suddenly decided to craft my life to her needs after marriage? I knew her. She would do it without thinking. She would do it thinking it was the best for me. But what about my freedom? My say on the matter?
So that's where you stopped loving Lenore?
No. I never stopped loving her, which is why it hurt so much. But you have to understand, I didn't want to wake up 40 years old and working a job I hate. Just out of routine, getting used to it. I wanted a break from everything for a while to put my thoughts in order. Regroup myself, think carefully about what to do next.
I can understand. I sometimes felt the same, although I'm not even in college. So that's what led to you two fighting, huh?
You know, the word fight makes it sound like we exchanged blows or something. It's all silly when I think back to it. Tragically silly. Maybe I was the one who started the fight, getting all defensive about not wanting to take that offer. Perhaps if I didn't overreact to her arguments about wasting this huge opportunity, maybe she wouldn't have lashed out at me this bad. It could have been avoided if I had just kept a cool head and talked about that with her.
My sister said something like that. I told you she mentioned on more than one occasion how sorry she was about the whole thing, right? Should have listened to her to the end, but instead I kept pushing her. I should have kept a cool head instead of letting my jealousy take the best of me. It was her offer, not mine. Should have stopped projecting myself so much into her. Something like that.
Lenore.
We are quite the hotheads. You, me, my sis.
You were supposed to be the mature one, you know? Play your role correctly.
But why didn't you come back, Jill? Did you end up hating us that much? Did the break include us, too?
No, it's just that... Remember when your sister was giving a class and you broke a window? How you didn't want to see her for fear of being scolded?
But my sister wouldn't have scolded you.
But I was afraid. Dead afraid. I couldn't bring myself to face your sister.
But I faced her back then. I was like 7 at the time. Why couldn't you do it?
It's not quite the same. And in perspective, no matter what reason I come up with, it will never make sense. Everything sounds very stupid when I look back, you know. Not that it makes things easier. I won't ever get to speak to her ever again, and it feels bad because it's stupid.
I swear, you and my sis were meant for one another. You both moved on after all that, but neither had the courage to go back and say you're sorry.
Like I said, berating myself over those past mistakes won't bring her back.
I miss her so much, though. We were together all the time, always talking about dumb stuff. I wouldn't call my parents useless, but she was the one I could always talk to. I feel her absence every day. Everything is just so quiet now.
She was an amazing person. Yeah, she was an amazing person. Mourning is fine and all, but we should be celebrating her life. If she was here, she would tell us that there's no fun in sulking for so long.
She told you that all the time.
The same way she told you to stop rubbing things in people's faces. Both figuratively and literally.
Hey, I was 8 back then.
So, let's have a toast in her honor, shall we?
A toast?
Yeah, let me get you a drink.
A drink?
Don't worry, trust me. Let's make something to toast Gabby with. Preferably something sweet.
So, the $1 million question.
Do
you give the kid alcohol?
We'll just go with a sugar rush.
Okay, Chief. Load it up with garbage! Oh, I was kidding! Do not! Oh, it's your playthrough. It's whatever you want.
No, I'm not doing
Yeah, I was
that.
about to say, if you absolutely not a kid out during a heartfelt moment.
Here at GaleForce do not condone the consumption of alcohol by children.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Sugar rush. Grab this for a sec.
Okay.
Lenore, I know you're watching from beyond right now, as I give a drink to your little sister. It's obvious to me now that we both meant to make amends at some point, but never got around to it. I can't apologize to you anymore, but I can at the very least make you rest easier. So know that I'll look out for Gabby in your absence. I'll make sure Gabby grows into a fine woman, just like you were. I'll always be there for her. I'll be sure the little brat doesn't face the same problem you and I had.
Hey!
Want to add anything?
I'll always miss her.
Don't say it to me. Say it to her.
That's a bit...
Come on. Just this once.
I'll always miss you, sis. Sis, you idiot! Why did you keep that secret for so long? Idiot! I always told you everything. Wasn't I enough? You idiotic idiot! Jill, promise me you won't be like that knucklehead. That you won't keep stuff like that to yourself.
Only if you promise the same to me.
And promise me you won't fight.
I can't do that. You and I are both too thick-headed. Sooner or later, we'll clash on some opinion. But what I can promise is that I won't run away like last time. We'll both cool off and talk it over like the adults we are.
I'm not an adult.
Let's face it, you've been more mature than I have.
Hey, did you mean what you said? That you'll look after me?
I'll always be here for you, Gabby. I mean, I'm not Lenore, but I wouldn't dare to leave my little sister alone.
Jill. Hey, wasn't this a toast?
Right. For Lenore, faithful sister and girlfriend. Cheers.
Cheers. So, about this drink, can I drink it?
Do you like it? Take a sip. Thank God I didn't get her freaking alcohol.
Oh my goodness,
Can you just imagine a sugar rush loaded up on like 17 karma tree?
You would knock this poor girl out after I cried my eyes out acting for her. It's not bad.
Why not drink it then? You're with an adult. We might as well break the alcohol taboo here and now. What was the fucking point?
The illusion of choice. Right.
Now that I think back to it, didn't your sister give you beer once as a prank?
Oh, yeah, that. It was April Fool's. I should have known better when she offered me apple soda. I put bubblegum on the soles of all her shoes in retaliation. She walked funny, and my jaw hurt for the rest of the day.
Yeah, but did you know you got my drink that time?
Huh?
She gave me a beer and it turned out to be apple soda.
Oh. Did you get back at her?
Well, I did hide all the dildos in the house that night, only to find out she knew how to use a cucumber. And as a follow-up, she used that same cucumber in a salad days later. She said, "So, do you like eating me for lunch?"
Jill?
I'll tell you when you're older. Or never at all. Hey, Gabby, do your parents know you're here?
They think I'm at Clary's, actually.
Who?
Oh, she's my best friend at school.
And this Clary knows you're using her as an excuse, right?
Of course. How would she cover for me otherwise?
Sure. Will you go to her house afterwards?
To be honest, I didn't think that far. Maybe I will. I do live in another district, but Clary doesn't live close by, so...
Well, it can't be helped. I live nearby and the streets aren't exactly safe at night. Why not stay with me tonight?
Are you sure?
I don't live in a mansion, but I'd say it's comfy enough. At least to spend the night.
Sure, I'd love to stay with you.
Great. Hey, does your dad still have that bakery? His bread was really good.
Yep, he opened up a second branch last year.
So he's looking to expand.
I think he got into a partnership with a friend in Moto District. The guy saw an opportunity after realizing Moto District has almost no bakeries.
I still remember when your sister introduced me to him. He started shouting, "I knew it! I fucking knew you were a lesbian! Mark 1 for daddy!"
I think he had this bet with an acquaintance of his ever since my sis was 12 years old or so. Dad said sis was into girls. The acquaintance didn't believe him. He bet a beer on whether he was right or not. That beer bottle is still in the fridge. It's even labeled Sweet Victory.
Your mom and Laura never made up, did they?
I guess that one wasn't as simple as that said one too many things argument. Mom was always obsessed with high society, and in her circle of friends, a lesbian daughter was a no-no.
Wow.
I'm still on my sis's side for that one, though.
Based Gabby.
Mom didn't reject her because she herself was homophobic. She did it because her friends were. To Mom, the opinion of her circle was friends was worth more than her own daughter.
How did she react to her death?
Don't know. Mom and Dad broke up 2 years ago.
They did?
They never got married, so there was no proper divorce. I haven't seen her since. August, I think?
Did you two fight too?
No, she just hasn't shown up.
You must have felt alone, huh? I've been there.
A bit, but I'm not alone anymore, thanks to you.
Who the
Is that Jamie's towers?
That might be... Is that... Might be Alma.
Might be. They have a pretty similar palette. I'm gonna guess it's Alma then. So that seems more Alma coded. I thought there was gonna be a party here.
Alma,
Yeah.
over here.
Wow, I called it.
Party? I mean, I'm colorblind, so...
A small New Year's celebration. Want to stay for it?
I don't want a kid to burden.
Don't worry, you won't. You only get cola for the night, though. No alcohol. It'll give us time to catch up even more. I can introduce you to some friends. You in?
If you don't mind me.
Great. Hey, Alma! Come here. There's someone I want to introduce to you.
In the slowest fade to white ever.
Couldn't be any slower.
VA-11 All-A Cyberpunk Bartender Action. Well, what are your impressions for this being your blind playthrough?
What a fucking story.
Did you know that did you know anything before the game once again about this, besides just pop culture?
Nope.
Did you expect a story like
I knew nothing. Next to nothing about this game. I knew that there was like a cameo for Jill in Auto Mutation M, which is kind of what got me convinced to get Valhalla at some point, as well as the music itself.
Yeah.
But aside from that, I knew next to nothing about what the story of Valhalla was.
I'll say this real quick before it scrolls by. On the sound side for music, Michael Kelly at Garroad Music. I remember when I was making our own custom day for your birthday, I wanted to I was looking around just seeing if, if I would get, copyright struck at all on Twitter or on Twitch or YouTube for using it, but he had in his own tweets that anybody was free to use his music and no strikes would really happen for it. So, that's really chill. So I might just download some Valhalla stuff just for my own stream deck from now on. But word of God, his music is good to use for that side, so I'm gonna use that more for my own videos and more on. yeah, just... Alright, for the setting and everything, of course, though, just lay out any other thoughts that you have.
I think, honestly, going into this Jill's story is it is, I don't know, I'm having a hard time trying to get my thoughts together.
Well, take your time. I can't push you to be able to verbalize your thoughts. I'll say this was stream 9 so far. So that is a good over, with the breaks that we have had in between, about 3 months that we've been doing this project.
Damn.
Funny to think about, but that time is almost over. And it's bittersweet to say. But we got to the finish line of the main story, of course. And, well, did you have fun?
Yes, I did.
Thank you for humoring me all this time, anytime I asked you to come on after I hangouts at the Midnight Bar. Yep, I also got to meet a cat boomer. Why did your boss hug you, though?
She's that kind of person. Now let's sleep. You were dozing off back there.
You're right. Good night, Jill.
We'll play some more tomorrow. Good night.
I'll say this, I did have to go through some strip rewrites of our day, because I was expecting us to finish Valhalla before I got to debut our script, so I thought it would have been a wonderful gift and a send-off to the game if we finished it, and then I said, but there is one more night, and I got to send over your birthday day. But, of course, you know, with all our breaks in between, it didn't come to, but I was only technically 2 streams off. So, not bad. Yeah. Not bad by me, all things considered.
Yeah.
I was gonna have stuff referencing Gabby in the opening interlude, but instead, you know, you got the opening that was in your day. Friday, February 3rd.
This is good. Really good. You have no idea how long I've wanted some curry. I remember I meant to eat some, but then I had to pay for some drinks I spilled on the floor. That screwed up my budget.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I mean, he's normal now, remember? So you don't have to put on that much of an act.
It's the least I can do after being such an obnoxious client.
Yeah, about that. Mind if I ask you something, Mr. Timothy Mercury?
So you know.
It's a small city. Turns out 2 very grateful girls soon became regulars, and both of them were related to you.
So what's your question, bartender?
Call me Jill. 2 questions, actually. The first one is, why did they brand you as a traitor? Because you killed the other guy? I don't know, it sounds weird considering the other guy assaulted 2 little girls.
It was a cover-up. The guy was my superior. A high-ranking officer like him assaulting innocent civilians, that would be unthinkable. On paper, at least. On record, I hurt the girls and killed them before another unit subdued me. Then I escaped from their custody. In reality...
That's all I needed to know. Sorry for bringing that up.
Didn't you have another question?
Yeah, how did you build this restaurant so fast?
It's a small city. Turns out 2 very grateful girls tracked me down to thank me. One of them was rich and the other noticed I smelled like curry.
Those 2 are really nice girls, huh?
They didn't deserve what that bastard did to them.
Excuse me.
Ah, speaking of the angels.
Timmy, 2 special curries, please. Oh, hi, Jill. Saturday, February 25th.
Can't believe you actually made me do that sleepover thing.
You didn't have time to accept. You didn't have to accept, you know?
Shut up.
I'm having a good time. See, even Gabby is having fun. Relax a bit.
Yeah, whatever.
You know, Alma, you remind me a bit of my sis. I do? How? You always manage to get a reaction from Jill. Sis always said that Jill acknowledging your presence is the best way to know she likes you.
You're talking too much, Gabby.
Aww. It's different with you, though. With my sis, Jill was more frustrated. Like this one time where she brought her shirt that said...
You're talking too much, little girl.
A shirt that what? It had a picture of a cucumber on it. Cucumber?
Ow! Just, what are you doing with my hair?
Sorry, it got stuck in one of my fingers.
Seriously.
So I'm a bit like Lenore then. No, you just reminded me of her a bit. Moreover, my sister wasn't as...
Ass. What this girl's trying to say is that you, with your tits and ass, you could build a Lenore and a half out of the mass.
That just means there's enough to share with both of you. Share?
You're talking too much, Alma.
Sunday, August 27th.
I guess this is where we part ways, huh? Sadly, I'm bound to this city. I can only falsify my identity effectively around here. I really want to thank you, Chief, for the second chance you gave me. If we ever cross paths again,
Yo, we're leaving for like a week and a half or something. Don't be so dramatic.
But
And you're taking care of my apartment. We will cross paths because I live there. The time you spend setting up a useless farewell could be used asking me things about the place. Like where the switches and valves are.
But I already know. They're in that control panel you made.
But I like talking about that control panel. I'm proud of it. Speaking of obsessive lights... Joe, stop calling Armitage. She'll take care of your 4-ball just fine.
I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about me. I've never been away from 4 this long. I don't know what I'll do.
You'll do just fine. You did pretty well for at least 25 years before finding him.
Yes, but...
We're leaving. Oh yeah, before I forget. I left you a box of condoms on the first drawer at the desk, Joe.
You what? You what?
Hey, if he wants to bring his new girlfriend or whatever here, I want him to be ready. Oh, but just one condition. If you're gonna fuck like rabbits, stay away from my room. I have too many bits of my emoto there, and I don't want their eyes soiled.
Emo who?
Little sister.
Then just say little sister.
Yeah, whatever. First stop, Panama! And here you can save heart data. Loading heart data from the title screen or bar will let you start over from day 1 while keeping your items and money. Thank you for playing. It's New Game Plus.
Nice.
So if you wanted to actually buy everything, I think there's an achievement for that.
Yes, there is.
Ah, there you go. But, congratulations, Ein. You got 3 out of 5 endings there. So
I'm gonna assume the other 2 endings are like the more worse ones.
well, technically there's 6 endings. One of them is a game over. So like one of them is bad end, you just didn't make rent. This one was good end, you did make rent. And then the other 4, there's 2 out of 4 of them that you got, is for serving customers correctly. You served Virgilio all the way correctly close enough, so that actually got you his ending.
Wait, no, I made one mistake with him.
Close enough.
What?
Close enough. I said. Oh, so what's in the title screen as well?
Oh! Oh, that's awesome!
so cute.
That is amazing.
So cute. But yeah, you had that. And then for serving Alma perfectly, you got her and Gabby together. And I can tell you the other two things, because we're at the end of the game now.
Yeah.
If you want. I don't want...
Yeah.
If you're going back on your own time, I don't want to spoil it.
Actually, yeah, no, I might go back here and play through it again just to
but
get the rest of the
it's, you know, like, it's just serving some customers correctly or not. But if you could tab back in for 2 seconds.
Here's to get the bad ending. I'm looking at the achievements now. There's Dorothy's ending. There was a... That's weird.
Well, I have the game in my library, too, from all my modding, so I could probably take a look at it.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Global achievements. Yeah, but yeah, you just missed 2 endings, and it's just smaller things anyway, too. If you could go back to the title screen, though, real quick. Joe and Gabby right there. The plus sign, yeah. If you click either of those real quick, just click
Prologue and Anna.
Oh yeah, just click it. For your reference, you'll see we have 3 days of Prologue, and then if you click Anna, you see we've got a demo with that. So, to that end, we technically have 4 more days, so potentially 1 or 2 streams out of this left over before we can say we're done with Valhalla.
Okay.
So, while we're here once again, because we got interrupted with me talking over the credits, any last closing thoughts before we end stream tonight? Just about Valhalla, the project in general.
Probably one of considering this is actually like one of the first few visual novels I've read, this was definitely a good you know, first taste of what visual novels are like.
There you go.
I really enjoyed the story, honestly, and if you haven't, I highly recommend this game. I highly recommend reading through Valhalla.
Well, let me pick your brain for 2 more seconds then. Any particular moments, any characters that you resonate with more than just Joe? Like, what really made the biggest impressions on you with this story?
I'm gonna say the build up to Gabby's arrival, and kind of just having that bit of a bombshell of a news drop. Virgilio, as much of a dick he was, he's definitely one of the more mysterious characters, I guess. And then there's just Gil, who's definitely a lot more mysterious. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words.
Well, I won't push you to have to say this all on stream in here, so you can just go ahead and call it. But once again, I am so glad that you did listen to me. Grateful that you listened to me. You should thank me. But also, just thank you for humoring me with all my insistency of saying you need to chill with me now and play this visual novel with how much we had been drinking together.
Yeah.
So, I'll go to stream ending, and wherever you are, wherever you may be, whether you're on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, or more, it's been your Wonderful Wind Mage, your cruise ship servant, Chartreuse Proxy, ever and always at your service. Thank you everybody for coming on by tonight, or just chilling out with us. Once again, whether it be morning, afternoon, evening, or night, at least from my side of the world, have yourself a wonderful night now. And, Ein, do you have anything more you want to say yourself?
If you haven't been up to this point, or you've only just tuned in now, be sure to follow Cruzy on Twitch and Twitter, and they also upload their daily VODs and clipped VODs on their YouTube channel, so make sure you've subscribed to them as well on there. Aside from that, I've got nothing else on my end.
And once again, I already said my piece, everybody. Have yourselves a wonderful night now, and thank you all for coming for the main scenario of Valhalla. If you want time, because they did build up to it, we can stick with this for 1 or 2 more streams together before I will miss you for streaming friends for the side content.
We'll think about it.
Alrighty, but at least for now, everybody, once again, have yourselves a wonderful night now, at least from this side of the world.